one, hello all. Welcome once again to Blaine's Escape Corner, our little corner of the internet, where we get together, we talk about things that help us escape. Late by a little bit. What are these little images? What have you stuck here? Copy image. Is it just like a steamy something? What's going on here? I don't think that's what I want. I don't know what that is, but I don't think it's what I want. You're not gay because of the 1 minute lateness. Dang it! Andrew Tate arc tonight. Oh! Should we Andrew Tate arc? Oh my goodness. Is there new news with Andrew Tate? Did he get like arrested or something? Or prosecuted, whatever? News! Andrew Tate. I like how I like how when you Google Andrew Tate, what you're given is images, videos, news, net worth. Twitter, Instagram, released quotes, famous. Oh, that's funny. That is funny to me. I laugh at it. Any reviews before we derail? It's all still pretty good. Everything I'm still watching, still pretty good. Let's get the sake poured, and I'll talk while I'm doing that. Gene of AI. Watched episode 1, and I was like, heh. Waifu was like, well, that seems interesting. And I was like, nah, it's not going to be interesting. Episode 2, not interesting. You're like, oh, hey, I think you're a humanoid. And then you're like, humanoids are restricted, so they have to be only as strong as humans. It's like, you think if we developed some sort of humanoid augmentation robotics capability that they'd be stuck running a 10-second 100-meter dash? You're insane. You're as insane as the EPA and the DOT. That's what you are. If you think people aren't going to be finding ways to get inside there and LS swap their knees so that they can run faster, you're insane. So no, Gene of AI is the most unrealistic future world I've ever seen when it comes to humanoid experimentation of whatever it may be. And I was like, the character designs aren't really that interesting to me. They have sort of this really weirdly flat design that makes me think of like old Teen Titans as opposed to like really solid anime, and just not a fan. That'll be on the drop list for sure. I think we've talked about My Happy Marriage. No simping. What's going up, to Fatty? Compai, everybody. Gene of Mid! Yeah. People are definitely gonna mod the RPM on their sex bot. Bucket List of the Dead. The shark episode. Not quite as I don't know. I'm trying to think. What was it about this episode? This episode felt the most like the middle section was the least interesting, even though it was like the most like weirdest thing that we've run into in their entire zombie apocalypse. Let's grab that spoiler Gundam on deck. So in this episode, we take refuge in an aquarium, and the reason that our boys are in the aquarium is because he wants to get a bite-proof suit, thinking, hey, zombies bite, that's how you turn into a zombie. I'll get a shark bite-proof suit and zombies won't be able to turn me. And so reasons they end up in this place, and he wants to be a hero. All exciting, all fun. And we get there, and the shark has been zombified, and a bunch of the fish have been zombified, and the shark also has like divers that it's eaten that have become zombified. So now you have a shark that has diver feet sticking out of it that is now able to run around and do stuff. But the reason that this excitement, this thing you could make an entire movie around. You could make a beautiful 90-minute horror movie on zombie shark because it's got the feet of scuba divers in it. All of this is set to the foreground of our main character and the gal that wants to avoid all risk possible interacting in this larger group of people that they're going to try to survive in this place with. And we know they're going to leave because it's not like a really good place to hunker down. It's just like a temporary thing. We know that by the end of this, girl that is all about the risk reward system is going to finally kind of open up to this idea of helping others, of being a good person when it comes to the zombie apocalypse, and reaching out a little bit, realizing there's more to life than just staying alive. We know these are coming, and the entire time that we're dealing with the shark, which is hilarious, by the way, our jacked comedy boy getting bare-ass naked so the shark will come go for his gonads instead of chasing his buddy. Great scene, very funny. But there's just a lot of like running around Looney Tunes style while this shark is doing thing, like trying to bite them, while we're like, okay, when are we going to get to this like kind of more character-based plot of let's see it happen. So I loved it. It was great. It was fun. But I think at the end of the day, that like whole shark bit, for as unique and fun and exciting as Zombie Shark is supposed to be, it wasn't. It felt like I was being delayed what the show is about, which is a weird thing to say when when Zombie Shark is the most okay. What's next part of your show? You're doing pretty dang good. I did like throwing or shooting the zombie fish, like, and getting them all stuck in the wall. That was really funny to me. I was like, oh, that's good. That's funny. But yeah, I was like, come on, let's build this relationship. Let's go places with this. I want more. So, good job, Zom 100. Getting tired of Glasses Girl, and you'll use Serrano's rule. You have no story progression. The MC is still afraid of looking at her 8 episodes in. Goodness. Comic books proved that wrong with zombie saliva getting into their eyes. Oh. Yeah, I guess it depends on how the virus goes. If the virus is transferred by the salivation, then it would just need to get in through a mucous membrane at that point. Zombie shark. It's got to be. Kind of already a sea creature, people eating movie. That is a thing. Zombie Shark came out in 2015. Heck yeah. Sounds good. Let's see. What else is episode 7 of Kenshin new? It's a good, like, if I haven't already reviewed this episode 7 on Rurouni Kenshin is a good marker for showing that Kenshin is that new samurai who's trying to have turned over that leaf, be better for himself. And then you have the Kuro, whatever his name is, who is that back shadow self, and watching him encountering the new Meiji era and being like, this isn't for me, I can't exist in this world, taking himself out, versus Kenshin, who's like, no, I've turned my sword around, and now I'm not going to hurt people. It's a great episode, really, really well done. If you've never seen Rurouni Kenshin, go ahead and watch it in the remake. It'll be easier for you to probably get a hold of, if not also, it's got that modern look, so a lot of people don't like to go back, then definitely keep watching this one. Kurogasa, thank you. And I also watched the second of Reborn as a Vending Machine. I now wander the dungeon. We're still not wandering dungeons, but I mean, it's only second episode. I don't know why I kind of fell off on that one. But his usefulness in battle is kind of funny. He's like, oh yeah, I'll make an invulnerability shield. But also I'll say this when there's an enemy coming. Pretty silly. I don't know. It's one of those that It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's definitely not something that's like keeping my attention span and making me want to say, "Oh, I want to watch this week." I can't wait. I'm not like counting down the days to vending machine day. The shield cost him money. Yeah, I know. It just seems kind of low stakes, you know? Like, obviously, it's like an isekai where our protagonist has some sort of OP power that'll help him survive. But, like, Coke and Mentos to the eyeball of the giant fire frog, that's how you get us out of here and not just make a shield for a minute because the others are right behind us. Like, your tense on that Kenshin episode, Miss Kaoru better not be threatened. Well, she getting threatened. She getting threatened right there, right then. Threaten the shit out of that. Didn't have the iron ingot for the shield. No. All right. What do we got? New. Is there new Tate news here? Author isn't that smart. They made an isekai where the protagonist is a vending machine and tried to come up with ways he could be useful. Fusi pleads with Andrew Tate as stream devolves into chaos. Why is Fusi on there? I remember when Fusi was just shirtless and screaming on a car. Those are the days. Did you not bring a topic? No, I didn't. I didn't bring a topic. But Serrano pops in here all like, oh, we're going to talk about Andrew Tate? So I was curious if there's Andrew Tate. Is there Andrew Tate news? He gets involved in Logan Paul versus Dylan Danny's beef over Nina Agdal. What the heck does any of that mean? Saying hello anyways. Well, hello. You need politics today. Don't worry. We'll do. All right. You want to do some? You don't want to do some politics? Random Paul Brothers garbage is boring. You're the one who brought up Andrew Tate. I'm trying to figure out what you were referencing. Here I was trying to be a good referencer. Now you all are gonna have to deal with this. Here's what you all have to do a handful of Naruto tonight. Get it.
Hot.
Alrighty. Let's do it. You know, the man, the myth, the legend.
Asanabi corporate. I don't even know what that is. While we're on the conservatives doing music, let's cover this. Matt Walsh reposted this video from this.
That's right, everybody. We're listening to Hasanabi's take on everybody's favorite Stop Taxing My Dollar song. JoJo Squirrel?
What's he doing? The hell? Look, Mr. Speedwagon!
Aw, the squirrel loves him.
Gets his hands on the red stone. First thing he does is make a squirrel.
His hand is a squirrel.
Oh, hey! Well, look at that. I think you found a friend. Hey, squirrel! Get away from that thing! You don't know the guy it's made of!
Oh, no! The ultimate life squirrel. Yep. That is true. Alrighty. Let's see what man of the people Hassan thinks. What was the point of Cars doing that? He's just exploring his power, if I remember. He's like, I just want to see what I can do. I can make a squirrel. And then I can make that squirrel eat a squirrel.
Weirdo. I don't know what's going on here, but here's the song. The main reason, and Matt Walsh loved it, because, you know, he's got to show, as a fascist, he can't exclusively on modern contemporary culture. He also has to show an alternative of what is the best version of what he's trying to sell. The best version of what he's trying to sell, like an example of what is good art, according to Matt Walsh, is some of my favorite types of conservative commentary, because, like, they always are really bad. They're like following the Mumford and Sons aesthetic 10 to 12 years later.
I love how he's like, my go-to is they're following Mumford and Sons as an aesthetic. And it's like not the years of folk or country, where like wherever you want to lodge this guy. It's a guy with a guitar and a beard, and that's it. They're just throwing it all together.
Mumford and Sons is British. This guy's a genuine Appalachian. Why does everyone have to on rural people? I don't understand. Please don't shit on this guy. This song is not against trans people or whatever. Okay, let's listen to what he had to say.
I love that his audience is immediately like, no, fuck you, Hassan. He's singing about my poor man plight. And Hassan is, no, I don't care. Why would you do that? The hell would be anti-trans in that song? I don't know. I'm wondering if his editor cut out a section of Hassan saying that the guy represents like an anti-trans bias, maybe? He's like, oh, look at this guy. He probably hates trans folk or something like that. And then his chat was like, he's not anti-trans. He's singing about pores like me. Oliver Anthony says something about being a centrist in one article. I don't know what he is. I don't know that I care necessarily what he is. I dislike the fact that he's using a boring chord progression, but beyond that, like whether or not he's right or left, I don't think is like super important to this song as a whole. You don't care about anyone's political compass standings. Yes, that's what I said. I get the clarification is I don't care where he sits politically because his art speaks for itself. Is that more clear what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to think. Is that actually what I'm trying to indicate right now? Let's go with that for right now. Because I think it matters where people stand on a political compass if they stand there because that's where they want like their political, like their politics lie. They're like, oh, this is where I make all my decisions from, is this point on the political compass. Whereas if somebody is making decisions from here's what's in like my best interest or what I think the best interests of me are, or best interests of this area, whatever they want to internalize. But usually people, even when they want to say something for like the best interest of somebody else, they're still speaking from like a selfish point of view. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to have like a selfishness as long as it is helping other people. I think a lot of people demonize selfishness just because of that. But I don't think that I don't think your political leanings, unless you're straight up an NPC, are as important as figuring out like why you say that thing, right? So going back to, was it DR said Oliver is a centrist? Whether he's a centrist or right wing, if he is impassioned and cares about the little guy, it shouldn't really matter which side of the aisle he's on, if that makes sense. Anything else he talks about really doesn't matter. The lyrics of the song matter. Yeah, and you could even argue the lyrics of the song don't matter a ton, because a lot of times song lyrics will be interpreted the way people hear them. Like the other day, I'm looking for this song. I'm like, this song is freaking this isn't quite interpretation, but this is like, I don't know, just kind of a funny thing when it comes to music, where I'm like, there is a song and it's singing about Mariana's Trench. Like it's like Mariana. And I'm like, where have I heard this song? It's stuck in my head. I know it's out there. And I'm Googling, I'm like, Mariana's Trench. And I mean, like, songs are hitting when it comes to like Mariana. And I'm like, why can't I find it? Finally, I come across the song as I'm like scrolling through shorts. And I listen to one of the other lines, and I Google one of the other lines, and it takes me right to the song. It's not Mariana's Trench, or like Mariana, like the Italian name that you would hear. It's Mary on a cross is the line. It's like Mariana cross. But my brain only heard like the Mariana parts, and that's all I caught on to and remembered. So I'm thinking about like the giant trench in the ocean. So like even the lyrics of a song aren't super important if other people want to like hear what they want to hear or tweak it the way they want to tweak it. Looking at different angles is an extremely straightforward song. You know, it's a good song when people are upset at it. If it didn't matter, they would laugh, dismiss it, and stop talking about it. Methinks thou dost protest too much. They find the angles and circles. Hey, there's 360 degrees worth of angle in a circle, all right? Never forget, infinite angles in that circle. Good job, photographic memory. It's not photographic. Is this a new Taylor Swift song? I don't think so. At least it's a song by a band called Ghost. Mariana Cross by Ghost. A 2019 song apparently. On the album 7 Inches of Satanic Panic. Definitely more like this list of heavy metal, psych, alt, indie, and rock. It's definitely more alt, indie, or psych for that one song, for sure. But as far as like straightforward, I think so. But maybe Hassan won't think so. So is it straightforward then? You know, like I say shall not be infringed. And other people say shall be infringed a little bit. It seems straightforward to me. Other people disagree.
Like you, wish I could just wake up. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
I am going to continue to tease this song musically and lyrically. I get it. I get it that it has a heart and it has a message that a lot of people are huge fans of. Everybody likes it. Totally cool. I'm still going to tease it because I find it a little silly. So deal with it at the end of the day. You finally heard it Saturday? Catchy songs are fun till they get stuck in your head for days or hours on end and you want to hear something different.
Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do.
Please don't shit on this, man. Look at the other verse. I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks on the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
I do think it's hilarious, the whole fudge rounds part. Because we have this thing in Washington State called EBT, and when you use EBT, it is it's just like a debit card, and it will pay for stuff if it's coded the right way. And when I was working at the Target grocery store, this was years ago, so maybe stuff has, gotten a little bit smoother, cleaner, works better now. But there would be times where like someone would show up with like literal like canned goods food or like fruits and veggies, something, and the EBT would be like not qualified, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's literally food. What else? What do you mean? But then you'd randomly have something that I don't know if it's Target's system. It had to have been Target's system that was flagging it or something with like a tag that's like EBT like qualified, because there would be some times where stuff that like I feel like there was like a set of headphones that were EBT, and then people found out and a bunch of people bought headphones on EBT. Like it's a weird system to have to like police it. Can I buy brass rounds with EBT? Probably. You go the Babylon 5 route here and cite Londo Malari claiming what is the most influential songs among humans.
There's no way I'd ever switch.
I hope we are not intruding.
Oh, no. I was just doing a little studying.
Oh.
These Earthers. I try to find out as much as I can about them to try to make some sense of them, but it never seems to come together.
They do seem to be a mess of contradictions.
Exactly my point. Here, 6,000 years of recorded history, a history that includes remarkable composers.
What's going on?
Hi.
Backroom guys. We're watching Babylon 5 now.
I want to talk about fudge rounds.
You want to talk about fudge rounds?
Pull them up. I've never seen
I've
one.
never eaten a fudge round.
Yeah, pull it up.
Astonishing symphonies. But what is the one song that half of them sing to their children generation after generation? You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out.
The most influential song of all time is the Hokey Pokey. These are fudge rounds. It's a little Debbie cake.
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever seen them before.
Never had one, but I know the oatmeal.
I know the aisle it belongs on, and
Yeah.
I avoid it because I've told you about the 2 wolves inside of me. And if I feed that wolf a pack of honey buns, I am going to gain 200 pounds.
Do it.
It just happens.
Prove
It
it.
just happens.
Food goes in, doesn't
Don't
come
go out. Yeah, don't go out.
Food doesn't go out. Can't explain that.
EB2 with use for cigarettes and beer back in 2009. It has to be the way that the systems categorize things, because it's gotta be goofy like that.
Probably is.
Because there's no way that like Washington State is stepping into the POS.
Okay, so
It
only
has
the
to be
old
on their
people
end.
have eaten fudge rounds. So that means Oliver Anthony, or whatever his name was. It means he's at least 35.
Yeah. People complain about not even want to see character development, which watch B5. Okay. So it's B5 hate all of a sudden. Not in any state, you know. That was for you. They used to be bigger when I was a kid. Extremely chocolatey, fudge rounds. Honey buns is my favorite go-to junk. Oh, yeah. God, those are so good. It's literally like a shitty croissant that's been flattened, but it's been coated with like sweet cream and honey. It's so good.
Oh, it's great. You talking about those
How much high
croissant?
fructose corn syrup?
No, the croissant waffle.
All of it.
Croffles.
I'm gonna see what the
The
ingredients ingredients list
Yeah,
is.
they're pretty good.
Here's a little Debbie honey buns. It is an interesting question though. If we limit it to assuming that the EBT works for food, at what point do you draw that line? Where
It's
where
SNAP
does
eligible.
food end? Right? Do you have a calorie per weight that you have to limit it to?
I do it on percentages of sugar, added sugars, and yeah, probably that's probably actually a pretty good one. Percent added sugars.
Because then here's the utilitarian counter would be, if you're going to make the EBT work primarily, your goal is to get it into more health food, or food that people are like buying and cooking that's better for them rather than food that's going to keep them fat and on EBT. That's going to cost more. That food that they're buying, the dollar's going to go less. You're going to need more EBT. It's going to cost you more tax money.
Mm-hmm.
They might have to. They might have to work.
I think it should just apply for top ramen.
That's not a bad idea. A cup noodle. It's an EBT.
They can't buy anything that won't kill them.
So yeah, sugar is the third ingredient. Then you got palm oil and palm and soybean oil.
Ooh.
Let's see. EBT. Oh, we call it SNAP now, I guess. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
2% or less of non-fat dry milk, dried honey, eggs. So yeah, honey buns are shelf stable probably. Try to take them out of the package and they still be edible 80 years later.
SNAP is the latest buzzword for it. Yeah, makes sense. They're all food assistance programs, but you can receive a mix of FAP and SNAP benefits. How to apply? See if I qualify. Here's my zip code. I'm
Blaine
not
really
homeless.
about to get on EBT right now.
Well, I just want to see if it'll tell me what the qualifications are.
No, you should apply on stream right now.
I am.
Get that money.
I'm actively.
And if I'm not working, I could probably get it.
Actually, hold on. Let me change this.
Look, the richest guy I knew had it last year. I'm definitely getting it.
Really? Well, because you're at school, you don't like make hardly any money, right?
He just owns assets. He doesn't work, does he? He doesn't have an income.
No, he was doing DoorDash the entire fucking school year, but no, he wasn't working.
Do you need a caregiver?
I'm gonna need help in my language.
Supplemental child support.
But he got like $500 a month for just food.
Jeez. I could easily pay my food costs by a lot.
Easily. You think I'm spending more than $20 a day? Damn.
No.
Some days, though.
Nico wants your social security number.
Oh, I may be eligible for basic food.
Yeah.
What does basic food mean?
Bread. Corn. Mostly corn.
Yeah.
Bread and corn.
Corn, we mean corn syrup. Mostly corn syrup.
I don't even know
My
what
fudge
that is.
rounds.
What is Washington?
It's just
basic
Hostess and
food.
cigarettes.
Yeah, it is. It's marijuana. Basic food, DSHS.
Edibles. But so you only get enough for 2.
This doesn't. They're so weird the way they build these websites. They just make you go through and input all your info, and then you just apply and see if it says yes. They don't like tell you. I'll have to find like the RCW to know what the actual like income limits are. Because
Like
there's a bunch of like you can like write this off, you can write that off, that kind of thing. Federal
Who's
poverty
eligible for this program? To be eligible in the state of Oregon, must meet one of the following requirements: have bank balance under $2,000, or you have a current bank balance under 3,000 with a disabled person or a person over 60.
All right, I need to lose some money.
Yeah, like, so I have to spend money. That's
Casino, here I
Yeah,
come.
literally.
literally, I'm just not allowed to keep money in my bank. I could just draw money out of my bank.
Oh shit, you're right.
I could just draw money out of my bank, have the money in cash, because it's not in a savings account. Are you telling me that's all I have to do to get free money for food stuff?
No, you're treating the system. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Okay, so our line is if you're 200% of the federal poverty line, then you can get CE. So if you make $5,000 a month, is that what this is saying?
$5,000? That has to be up to that point. You have to be barely getting anything, right?
Oh no, 200% of the FPL is 2430. I don't have to do the math. I forgot they made this for people that don't.
I can't do math.
I can't do the math. So, if you make as a single person less than 2430, you qualify for basic food in Washington State. If you've got 2 people in your household, it's 3287. 3 people, 4143, and 4 people. So a family of 4 that's making less than $5,000 a month qualifies for the basic food. Okay.
That's
not too crazy.
Okay, so yeah.
Non-essential food.
Can I use it at restaurants? Is the real question.
No, you can't use it for ready-eat food.
Damn.
I remember that because you'd have people
use it at a grocery store, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have people come in and there would be like hot table dishes, and those were ready-eat food. So when people would try to buy their EBT, it would decline them, and then you'd have like a whole bunch of like sad kids not getting their like tray of mac and cheese that they wanted.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of I don't like that rule, honestly.
I mean, I understand why it's there, but I do think it's stupid.
Really, if you're buying food, you're buying food. If we're gonna let people buy junk food, we should let them buy all junk food, which includes fast food.
I think the issue is that they're going to take it to like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, that they blow it all in one place, and
I don't care about that. They can starve for all I care.
They
should have the ability to starve themselves while on food stamps.
You should have, yeah, it's my American right to get the government's handout and do whatever I want with it.
If I can balloon up to 300 pounds on food stamps alone, I deserve to do that.
It seems like...
Are you eating the ingredients raw by themselves? Oh yeah, I got one for an onion. I just ate the onion.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're not allowed to cook the food you buy with your EBT because it's hot food now. We're gonna take that away.
You have to eat it. You have to eat raw potatoes.
That's what you do. You just
no, you can make mashed potatoes. You just have to put it in the fridge and wait until it cools down.
They buy ramen because it's the cheapest shit, and then just eat like 8 packs a day.
No,
they just eat it like fucking what's his face, Nick Cotto.
Doing
no,
like
usually they trade the food for drugs.
You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, usually they trade food for drugs.
Sorry. I
usually?
I'm pretty far away from Oakland.
Yeah.
Now. I forgot that.
That's what I see. That's what I see most people do with it.
It is. Well, I wouldn't even
say you may underestimate just how many people trade their EBT for drugs.
I feel like we're also overestimating it. I think it's just homeless people that do that.
Yeah, homeless people just steal food and then trade the EBT for drugs.
Yeah, I'm so confused why they would need the EBT. to get the drug money when they could just get money for the drug money?
Because they don't work.
But we have an income supplemental program in Washington.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
don't
you,
need-
you mean literally just pay money?
okay,
pretty
but
sure-
what if they want more drugs?
More drugs.
They don't
Well,
have
then
enough-
they
don't
can
have
blow
enough
up the
crack.
neighboring. Yeah, they can blow up the neighboring encampment and steal their money.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah,
Man, that story was so funny.
it's classic around here.
They're just literally car bombing each other.
Hector really out here dying. Raven, you better survive this, okay? You have one job.
He's gonna die.
He probably will. We'll see though.
Yeah,
You
maybe
need to share
look out
your
for that
hand out?
siege town.
Did you
Yeah,
want
it's
to watch
a-
my video?
Your video? No.
You don't want to watch my video? You
No, we don't
you-
want your video. We want to beat Adam and Stitch right now.
Yeah, you showed up and you were like, Andrew Tate, and I was like,
Yeah,
I don't see any Andrew Tate news.
Yeah, I
We-
was
we
literally
don't like
telling you there wasn't news, and you didn't listen to me.
But why did you say Andrew Tate? I'm still confused.
Because I posted a video about Andrew Tate on Discord. That's all I was referring to.
Oh.
You should be referring to better things.
And then I posted a video here, and you didn't even notice because you're dumb.
Yeah, I'm not looking. Saying my ability to look in one place makes me intelligent or not?
Yes,
Doesn't-
and yeah, it doesn't because you didn't.
Yes, and it doesn't because I didn't. What?
Yeah, it does make you
Cool,
intelligent if you
real
can look
good
in multiple
IQ you got
places,
going on there.
But you didn't look in multiple places, so no, you're not. I think it's
Yeah.
pretty straightforward. I think Alex knows what I'm talking about. Back me up, Alex.
That's what I said.
Blaine doesn't know what he's doing.
That's what I said.
Do a job search while you wait for the rejection letter. Yeah, we have the job search requirements for our unemployment.
Oh, you want me to get rejection letters? I can get that.
Yeah, I'm never sure how that works when like McDonald's is trying to pay $20 an hour. Like,
Well, my guys, my thing would be they just don't send a rejection letter at all. They just don't respond. When you put in an application, they just don't send anything. It's like, oh. How are you supposed to get rejected when they don't even say anything?
well, in Washington, you have to show proof of application. You don't have to show that you were rejected. So it's
that's
like
easy.
6 applications a month, I think you have to do. I don't know. I have to.
That's a lot of work.
Well, this was back in like 2016.
You have to want the job.
I had a friend that was unemployed and was talking with him. Payment total? What do I
Yeah,
want
I've
here?
never tried to collect unemployment because I don't know. I don't want money.
Benefits data dashboard, maybe?
Earlier, I was watching Adam and Stitch, and they're like, "Do people actually not work and just collect unemployment?" And it's like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they do.
Unique individuals filing claims in Washington state. Here we go. In April, there were 57,000, so 60,000, 55,000, and 56,000 unique individuals filing claims. And then benefits paid. Okay. Unique claim. So weekly claims paid, claims not paid. So what's that as a percent of the Washington state population?
18 to 20 applications?
For a month here?
That is a
Washington
lot.
state has 7.739 million people in it. And only 56,000 are applying for unemployment? Or getting paid
Crazy.
unemployment?
No, it's just claims, or is that actually getting it?
Well, it says unique individuals filing claim, but then when I hover over it, it says sum of individuals paid.
Hmm.
It seems low. Why should I say unemployment rate?
It's crazy.
Is it really that low? This says
What's
3.6. This says, oh yeah, look at this. This is interesting. So there's 148 total unemployed people, and only 56,000 are claiming for the unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
Came right back down. Three's a good number. I think if it could just sit at 3, we'd be golden.
I think it should be triple that. Fuck 3.
You want to be at 9% unemployment?
No, I want to be at 10.8%.
10.8, doing fast math. Some amount of unemployment is fine, because I think your unemployment rate, let's see if they talk about it here. It usually counts just people who are able to work. So like these, assuming that the food truck doesn't count as employment according to the state, I would be unemployed these past like 2 years. So I count towards like the unemployment rate, but I am not like a drain on the system. So I would be in that 100,000 that's unemployed but not receiving any benefits.
Still paying taxes though.
Is he?
Yeah. I mean, still filing taxes. But yeah, so you want some amount of your workforce that's not actively working and either searching for work or doing their own thing to try to supplement that, or
Yeah, but I just
going from
assumed
job
you
to
were
job.
paying like property taxes.
Communist countries say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have
unemployment
property taxes for sure.
Yeah.
Those are, but that's a
Can't really get out of that.
that's a rental.
Men need to have respect for.
Oh god.
A
I don't
little
want to
loud.
right now.
Shorts.
Kate. I clicked the wrong one.
I don't know. This guy's kind of lame. I don't want to watch him.
Which one?
The drain on the system.
Hasabi.
Oh, we're draining Hassan. What's going on, Zirium? Welcome. Are we talking about the unemployment verification phone calls? We might be. It's better searching the age group for claims. Oh, interesting. Let's look at that. Washington State unemployment.
That would be interesting.
I don't know what that would mean though.
I won't know what
you
it
can
means.
see, so if you've got a lot of unemployment claims from people that are under 30, for example, you could be looking at, you know, a coming issue with sort of the labor that's going to be happening, because you're going to have older people that are retiring and all that kind of stuff. Labor force statistics from the U.S. Labor Board. This isn't like Washington State specific. Here we go. Monthly employment. You had 2020 unemployment arguments, and looking at age group, it was damning. Where do I find my age group? This is the monthly report. Charts and tables. Oh, this is. Oh, don't give me an Excel sheet. I don't want this right now. I don't even have Excel on this computer. Look at this thing. What do you want me to do with this? Oh, that's amazing.
Send it to me.
Why did it download as a notepad?
Yeah, send it to me. I can open it on Excel.
I'm just gonna upload it to the Google Drive and then look at it as a sheet.
Yeah.
Like
That works
a
too.
human do.
Oh, what banner was this?
Getting interviews just haven't been chosen one at the end yet. Oh yeah, Veritex. Veritex is on unemployment insurance, right? Or UE, unemployment. Right now, you have your first check-in meeting to discuss your plan to get back to work. Nice.
Vertex, have you tried being a woman?
Yeah. That might help you. Or it might not help you, according to the Barbie movie. Okay. Seasonally adjusted unemployment rate. Change. Non-farm. I like we have non-farm unemployment because like farmers are unemployed for months of the year. Industry, seasonal change, benchmarking. I don't have age in this. Historical levels. Facts and figures. It's better that you have those receipts when you hear Biden say certain numbers. Just need some wingdings and it'll be more confusing for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, I think they call it non-farm / non-seasonally. Yeah, exactly. Because there's entire jobs where you work like for 2 seasons out of the year, and then you're unemployed more or less as soon as that comes
Well,
around.
yeah, that's why they go by the yearly income, whatnot too. Because obviously, if you made like $50,000 a year, but you only worked for like 2 months of that, or not 2 months, but just like half the year, they're not gonna say, "Oh, I was unemployed for this bit. I should get money for that."
Yeah,
They should.
I can see the age percentages for the people working for ESD, the Employment Security Department, but I can't find a report on Washington State's age numbers.
I
Put
could
that
go
plow on your
extreme
truck for winter
like,
stuff. Exactly.
Go extreme stuff like oil rig, where you're kind of on call sometimes.
Yeah, you like go.
And
You
the fact that
live
you're
there
there
for
for
like 2 months,
months,
and you come
yeah.
back with like 100K. You go plow parking lots. Yeah.
Because oil rig is dangerous and stressful, kind of crazy.
Hey man, please don't shit on this guy. He's got some good ideas. It's against welfare queens despite farmers being the most subsidized American industry. I mean, he's not even a farmer. He very much.
How does he know he's not a farmer?
People don't understand farm subsidies.
Why would he? He's not a farmer.
Yeah, why would people bother to learn about farm subsidies when they don't have to?
Yeah,
People realize that the farm subsidies are so they specifically grow grain or like corn. They literally pay them so they grow corn.
Do we subsidize any other type of farming?
A little bit, yeah, but like there's so much of it is corn. It's because the U.S. wants corn. They want a lot of corn. It's kind of silly, but yes.
So here's what I've always heard, is that we started the corn subsidy in order to help subsidize like bourbon. Like it was literally people wanted a U.S.
Well, I mean, yeah, the
liquor,
thing is that
and that's why they started
goes into
subsidizing corn.
everything.
But then they just never get rid of it.
Because
and so they're
corn,
like, oh, we can
use
just
corn
make it
for
into
so
sugar.
much stuff. Yeah, like we use corn for
Yeah,
so much
yeah.
stuff. That's why we still do it. It's because useful. Apparently, I'm not sure how.
I love that the agriculture subsidies page is like corn.
corn,
Like,
corn,
There's some wheat.
corn.
it's like a shitty Settlers of Catan.
I mean, like I
flip.
said, it's like it's corn.
Yeah.
Farms
not
like
only
those
corn,
flower
but
staple.
Most of
Yeah.
it's corn.
A lot of snack foods are corn. Yeah, all the
All the cereal.
corn syrup, right? It's
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
cereal's
it's literal
corn.
corn. Corn is in everything.
Most likely, if he lives in Appalachia, which he seems to be living in Appalachia, he probably does not have a job. Like many people in that region don't have a job because they used to work in coal mines and no longer can work in coal mines because of automation or because, woke liberalism has eviscerated the coal mining industry. Living in Alabama right now, and everyone here has a boner for this song. Let me pick up my banjo and cry because motherfuckers out here getting snapped. Yeah, bro, if you're that poor, okay? If you're a poor guy living...
It's like... I feel like my initial take of being like, what do you want to do about it?
Kill fat
Is the
people.
same words, but substantively different. Like when Hassan says, guy over here complaining about people on SNAP and taxes, he's thinking of them as like a right wing. They're just against the government helping people.
I am against the government helping people.
But I'm asking, what do you want to do about it? I'm like, all right, cool. We cried about it. Now what? What's next? How are we fixing it?
Fight them. Oh,
Get
you
banned
want-
from YouTube for specific things about specific
What's
threats
that? You
against
want
specific
DDT? You
people.
want Snap? Fight for it.
Dude, the Thunderdome is the best way to fix all of this.
Look, we see y'all out there finding them streets. Now start finding
We watched bum fights.
in this Coliseum.
We was there.
Michael's not there for bum fights.
You weren't here for bum fights?
Rules, man.
Michael
want-
wasn't there for bum fights. He's not old enough for that.
Serrano. There's a reason we call it the Oakland Coliseum.
Do you
Call a
pay people
stadium.
to fight there?
Sometimes.
When was the last time wrestling was in the Oakland Coliseum or MMA?
Oh, not Oakland, but other places.
You just said, oh my god, dude. Oakland Coliseum. Well, not Oakland.
Call a stadium.
Not actually. It's not actually the Coliseum.
Oh, you
So there's a lot of coal mines that have closed down, but there's still coal mines. Most of their children have had to move on. The excuse mattered maybe 20 years ago. Oh.
No, it still matters, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're still, we don't like coal. We're trying to shut down all the coal. All
Yeah,
of it.
and we should be turning on the nuclear and the hydro.
We're not trying to shut down coal. What's happening is it's automation. We're not shutting down coal. I don't know why you would think that. Why do you think we're shutting down coal? It's clearly automation.
You saying there's just a bunch of robots mining coal?
No, that's what Hassan's saying. That is what Hassan.
Oh.
That's why I said it.
He's saying they've automated coal to the point where, oh no. Dang it.
And in the video, he had people in the mines with pickaxe. I think it's very compelling.
I think they were mining the coal.
Yeah, I think they're mining coal with the pickaxes. I don't think, I'm not sure. It's kind of weird that I didn't see any, like, belts just, like, feeding the coal out, but, you know, other than that.
Yeah, not to mention that belts can't break through dirt.
Yeah. No, I was talking about, like, the belts just feeding all the coal out as they dig it up.
Dude,
Dig,
they lost
dig,
like
dig out all
15
the
jobs to those belts alone. Come on.
Because, I mean, it's really not efficient to just be carrying the coal out in buckets. That's not really useful.
Are you sure buckets isn't the better idea for coal?
They were taking them jobs.
Buckets on a belt is what you need.
I feel like the buckets could get the coal out of there.
All by themselves.
That's why those weirdos put songs like WAP on a pedestal. No, WAP is on a pedestal for the same reason that this song is on a pedestal, and that's that the human ear is like deaf to the fact that they've been listening to the same dang notes and the same beats over and over and over again. And so you hear a song and you're like, oh, I like this song. But it's like, it's the power 4, baby. It's the power 3. It's the power 4. It's the boom boom chicka. Like you hear these songs, you hear these tones, and then you're like, oh, and these lyrics.
There's nothing I care about the song musically. That doesn't matter at all.
For you, sure. But there's an entire group of people out here that if this guy was speaking gibberish, would still love this song. Like they just
I mean, I talk about the song for
it.
different reasons though. It doesn't really matter at all. It's really about the culture.
Well, I want to let Blaine cook a little bit. What was the next word?
What?
What do they sound like?
What do they sound like?
Where he's got that like the little yodel voice, like the rich man from Red Man, like that whole thing that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
People will just fall. They're like, if you do that, and it's just gibberish words, and you play a little bit of steel guitar, they'll put that shit on repeat. They don't even care. They can't hear you because they're driving their damn Kubota around the yard, you know, moving hay. But they're like, yeah, I can hear a plunk plunk every once in a while, and every few tones you get a little bit of a ho coming through the headphones.
A sample of 4,500 patients evaluated for ADHD. Base compensation, annual base compensation measured versus IQ.
Who is that?
He's the outlier.
Just the one.
Was it Hassan?
1 point.
Is that Hassan out here? Is that his 70 IQ take making 2 million or whatever? 1.7?
1.5, or yeah, it's probably about 1.56. 1.56. Just some monkey out here just getting a ton of money.
Fucking ape, man. Is it 85? Is that the retard demarcation? Is if you're below 85, then you qualify legally?
I definitely worked with people like that.
I remember because we had this gal at my church, and like definite special needs, but she she took the test all the time, and she'd be like, "I'm 5 points above retard," and I mean, good for her. She did it. Like she was functional. She could take the
That's
bus. It was great, but she was
right
always
on the
She beat
edge.
the
just
odds.
so happy to be. You know, she's got those.
You know,
she got
somebody
those.
like, I mean,
Was she
talking like
cute?
that,
Not to me.
Was she above?
if you're talking like that, she sounds more like somebody about 70 IQ.
Okay,
If you're gonna
well,
praise somebody for being able to take the bus, I think that's a pretty low bar.
she was above the limit, but was she above what's needed to be in the U.S. Army?
Yeah. I mean, she could breathe. What do you mean?
No, they exclude like anyone below a certain amount.
They exclude retards, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
If
I
you're-
know there are different
If you're
numbers. I want
clinically retarded, you cannot be in the
I
army.
want to know if she could have been in the Army.
Might have been able to. The real question is anyone on this stream down for love?
My favorite
No.
one is the one on the right.
Have you guys
So happy
seen
to
this
see
show yet?
The one in the middle right, that dude looks like John Doyle.
The middle right, yeah.
Sir Honors, I
he's
found
pretty
your
funny.
perfect girl in the red.
I was gonna say, you know who that is, right? John
So
Doyle.
from the team that brought us Love on the Spectrum, we now have Down for Love, the show about Down syndrome people finding love with other Down syndrome
I feel
people.
like that's offensive.
Because nothing
It's not.
screams eugenics like making sure that they marry each other.
Okay, this is the least eugenic thing to come out about Down syndrome people.
No, but they're consolidating it though.
Yeah, we gotta
No, that doesn't even come
single
on.
out the family lines.
Yeah, you take these people and you separate them out. So if you want to, you know, do a German dictatoring, you know where to find them.
It's a great show. It's a fantastic show. All jokes aside, I do love this show. I love Love on a Spectrum. They are fantastic. There's nothing more heartwarming and great than somebody whose entire outlet on the world is restricted by something that's physically a problem with them, and yet they're still persevering, they're still overcoming, and they're still doing awesome. Show's freaking great. And I guarantee you, everybody on this show loves that they bring joy to other people. That them being happy about doing pottery together, and everybody being like, "Oh, it's so silly." They love that we love that. And I think it is the same team that did Love on a Spectrum, because the voices behind the camera sound the same, and they are ridiculously respectful of what they should do. Because like with these sort of reality TV show things, you want to push in, you want to ask questions, you want to be there like when someone's breaking down. They'll shut the door and they'll back up, depending on who they're dealing with, which was especially cool with the show that was dealing with all the autistic people. Because some people, their autism is just, you gotta get away because your presence breaks them down. And the way that they handle that was really well. They're handling this very very well, as the same way. But fucking Down for Love, bro. Like, how can you call this show that? Oh.
I mean, nobody really cares about making fun of retards, even the people that pretend to care. That's kind of just what it is.
They should use Down with a Sickness for the theme song.
That would feel out of place.
No,
I feel
they
like
should use System of a
more
Down.
rude.
They should use System of a Down just so I can show my mom, because the time I told her about that song, she was like, I don't like that. It's making fun of Down syndrome people.
And then you can be like, look, Mom, they're making fun of Down syndrome people.
Literally, yes.
They did it just for you.
It took a lot of Mom, you're fucking, what are you talking about? Like, just showing her the actual lyrics, and she's just like, oh, okay, I guess it's not.
That's kind of funny, though.
Yeah.
To even think that that would be what that song is about, it just seems goofy to
Well,
me.
all she heard was the name. She was like, Because you couldn't understand the lyrics. I was showing my brother the really shitty cover of it that one rapper did. Have you guys heard that cover?
The what?
It's like shit. Let me look it up. It's like a little Uzi or some shit. Did a cover of System of a Down.
How
I
did
don't
I
wanna
miss
hear
your
that.
Job primer? I'll show you how I
We
missed.
got a lot of good.
Oh, dang it. I'll show you how I missed your Job primer. Flawed man of
Found it
God.
immediately.
I'll play the tape video. He wants to see that.
No. This is one of the craziest things that's happened to me in a long time. See if you can see it in this, if you can spot the problem.
What just happened here?
Oh, fuck.
That's a hot cable.
That's
Then-
not good.
No.
So what happened there?
Okay. I'll draw it because it's What's up
You
what's
can't-
up,
you can't play
Miyamoto
the video
Hiroshi?
again.
Do you know Jason R? No. So here's a battery, right? And the
I know who
battery has
Jason R is.
posts. Most batteries have posts. And then some batteries have threaded bolts that come out of them. Which
Mhm.
today
die
I
or
found out
something.
are actually bolts that are embedded in what is essentially solder. And so you can put your battery cable around this, and then you'll have like a wing nut usually that you thread down on the battery terminal. And so I had this battery. It's our marine deep cycle battery. So I got it all charged up, threw it on we've got one of those trickle charger things that also like desulfates and gets a battery like all safe and prepared and ready. And I stuck it on, and I started cranking it, and it's cranking around. This is a boat, by the way. So it's a big old 350 Merc carbureted engine, big ass thing. And it's and then just stops. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And I'm looking around. I didn't hear a thing. Didn't
I don't
make a
think
single
Blaine
noise.
I don't think Blaine looks like Jason R. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know what Jason R is.
Oh, I guess he looks different now. That's why.
And I look over, and this entire thing, like this bolt, because it's actually like a hex bolt, had like exploded out of the solder. And so this little
What just happened?
this up at the top here should be the same as this bottom one with a wing nut and everything, but it just blew off.
Yeah, I think you just buy a new battery at that point.
Yeah, no, I did that. I was like, what the fuck? So obviously the battery took a charge and reached 14 volts, or 12 volts, but it didn't have like actual capacity. So the second I tried to pull from it, it was like, here, oh, and just like shat itself and melted a fucking terminal. So I swapped the battery. Everything works. It's ready for someone to come buy my 30. I have a 30-year-old boat. Crazy. Getting rid of this thing finally.
Gonna buy a brand new 18-year-old boat.
Brand new to me, 18-year-old boat.
The crazy thing is that's the only issue I ever have with my car, other than like the AC.
It's a boat?
No, it's the stupid battery. You have to tighten the cord sometimes, and
Oh, did I tell you the other day how one time I started the car, it didn't actually the speedometer didn't work?
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, because it's
Was it
electric
loose or
one.
was it just like dead?
Oh, it's just like I don't know what it was, but I started again and it was fine. But yeah, the speedometer just didn't connect or whatever for whatever reason.
Weird.
I was like, that's weird. That's not normal.
Tell you
Because I
that.
noticed as I started going down the road, it's not working. It's like, oh.
I killed something not in a video game. It's true. Michael, you should probably buy a new ground cable. I find a lot of the times that will completely fix a lot of those issues.
There are actually a lot of issues with the car now that I think about it.
You know what I'm thinking about?
So every couple days I need to fill up the back right tire because there's a leak somewhere, but it isn't like that big a deal.
Are
And so-
your wheels, like your actual metal wheels, are they chrome?
I don't know. I got no
Are they shiny?
I think so.
Okay. A lot of times
yes.
what happens with shiny chrome wheels is that chrome paint stuff is on the outside and it'll kind of chip and fall away, and it'll cause there to be like little holes on the outside that'll allow slow leaks. So it's either, swap your wheels or just fill them full of that green goop. Just call it
Yeah,
good.
I'll probably swap it eventually, but right now, I'm like the simple solution is just to fill it up to 37 every couple days.
That my 37 might not be the right number, but
I
you
think
do
right.
you, brother.
I think it's the right number.
What?
It was at 30 the other day, but I was like close to popping. Also, that is Little Uzi Vert playing fucking System of a Down.
Oh, is it? Hold on,
I
let me.
think so. Unless I clicked on the wrong one, which is totally possible.
I'm gonna take this out of the mains.
No, that's the right one because he named it CS after Chop Suey.
Wow, that was one of the worst renditions of System of a Down that I've ever heard in my life.
Same.
How can you lose your voice in the wake up part?
Why do you like Lil Uzi?
I don't. My brother does.
Let's finish what Hassan
It's
is
not
saying.
me.
That's pathetic.
Come on, Hassan,
I
finish what
agree.
you're
No,
saying.
I wanna hear what Andrew
I make fun of him all the time, but then I hear him playing that song and I'm just like, Marcus, what the fuck?
Oh,
Gotta
now
clean
we know
your
your
car
brother's
tomorrow.
name.
Windshield.
Michael and Marcus, brothers.
Yeah, they kind of had a theme going.
Is your sister named Michelle?
I don't have a sister.
I kill
don't know your
karaoke
sister,
every
Michelle?
time, Flawed Man of God.
Her name would have been Michelle
Yeah.
if I had one.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll prove to you, Flawed Man of God.
Like
I'll
I
be
can
right back.
guarantee you that would have been the name. It wouldn't.
No, we
have
should have
been
been playing the Andrew Tate video.
No, fuck Andrew Tate.
No, literally. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
No, fucker.
The only thing I've seen from Andrew Tate recently, I think it was Sneeko getting pissed off about Fousey hugging his girlfriend or something.
Sounds like a cuck.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got cucked by
And I think the whole thing was
If you get
Andrew
cucked by
Tate.
Fousey, you really suck.
Yeah, he was like, get away from him. What the fuck? What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, Fousey is the loser.
Oh, I would
So is Sneeko.
They all are, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Andrew Tate's just gonna be a felon, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you have this fake persona, and then a bunch of people who also want to have that fake persona are drawn to you.
Andrew Tate should have just kept quiet and just been a pimp. Nobody would care if he's a pimp that didn't speak out on stuff
He
people
would have
don't
been
like.
the best pimp. He was number one.
So last time I was at karaoke, the guy, when I was done with How You Remind Me by Nickelback, he's like, "What's your size?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm like a medium." Pretty good at karaoke.
That's awesome.
That's right. I'm pretty good at karaoke.
I'm glad you're proud of that, Blaine.
So says the man at the octopus bar.
I was gonna
Stream
say you
ending?
got like
No.
a 93 on it and gave you a shirt.
No, we can't end the stream until we watch the Andrew Tate video.
Yeah, we ain't ended. He just came back to show off the shirt.
In this region,
I just saw Hassan and I was like, oh, I gotta let my chair do some work. Otherwise, it'll try to start a union.
Do we get paid for the hours we're streaming without Blaine in his chair?
You get paid what I get paid during the stream, yeah?
Oh, hell yeah. $3 every 4 months.
in the ever loving, are you shitting on other poor guys? You're literally like, oh man, I hate the rich people defending pedophiles. Fine, on board with that message. That's good. And then immediately he's like, You know who's real bad? A different kind of poor guy. I hate how poor I am and how the rich have fucked me over. But you know what I hate more than that? A different kind of poor guy.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that if you're in a position where your income is shit and everything's going bad, that you look and you're like, wait, that person's getting assistance? What the fuck? Because like there are places. I remember here in Washington State, I had a buddy, and working minimum wage, getting kicked out of his house, and having to figure things out, didn't qualify for like Section 8.
What the fuck?
He made too much money with a full-time minimum wage position. And I don't remember like all the things, but it was like you could see someone who's in like a desperate situation look at somebody else who's like looks like they're milking it and be like, well, fuck them.
Man,
Yeah, because like he appreciates hard work. Like it's kind of obvious from the song. He appreciates people putting in good work for their day. Like there's people that like working.
No,
Like
Hassan does
working?
not appreciate it at all.
Yeah, Hassan doesn't like working. That's why he does streaming.
No, but even then, like,
Also, yeah, sell your
you heard
terrible
that-
items. Sell
you
your
are-
because you want to get her new lance. You gotta give her the iron lance, silver lance. So you should sell your steel lance and the iron lance, because those suck. So yeah, sell those and then buy one of each of those. So she got her weapon now, and then you can buy the rest.
Gotcha. Buy a silver and an iron lance. You
Yeah.
said, or-
Yeah.
do that.
Just one of each. Yeah, because now she has an iron lance, so for the trash cleanup, and then she has a silver lance to kill the elites.
Gotcha. They're milking it. Look at all the new cars parked at the Social Security office. I would agree with you if all of those cars didn't end up repoed and stuck back in a there's a used car lot near us that's basically like the repo lot, and you know it's the drug dealer repo lot, that it's the Section 8 repo lot based on the type of vehicles that fill its walls. Lots of Chargers. Lots of Chargers.
You have brand new cars for a third of the price.
Occasionally, you'll see like a Jaguar or like an Aston Martin, and you're like, oh, they must have sold a lot. That's a good drive.
But
is your pastor driving a 22 car? No. No, he's not.
Good. But you know Hassan is full of shit when he says, like, even claims to value hard work. Because you see that time he was wearing a t-shirt of some dude who has art stolen, and then he refused to pay that dude who made the art, like, anything at all. And he was, like, so adverse to the idea of it.
Wasn't it even worse that, like, he wouldn't even, like, shout him out, and that was, like, the big deal?
He did shout him out. No, he totally
Oh, he did shout him out, okay.
Yeah, he was just like, no, I didn't know if I shout him out. What more do you want?
Gotcha. Oh, no, a pinched nerve.
That sucks. Actually, never mind.
Suck.
It doesn't suck.
7, 8. Okay. That should be.
I say you'll never see any of those little tiny, like 2-seater box cars. You'll never see any of those at a repo lot.
I wonder why.
What kinds of, or what are the different brand names for those? Just those like tiny cars.
You talking like a Toyota Yaris?
Probably, yeah.
Those are goofy little tiny cars for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, stuff like that generally. I was thinking more square shaped because there's like more angular ones, but yeah, basically that. Just like tiny little cars that are basically 2-seaters. Don't really have much space in the back. It's just like a large trunk or just like a normal sized trunk. Yeah, pretty much a Yaris.
These appear to be the Bernie Sanders mittens.
Those are the ones he wears.
Yeah, when I googled Bernie Sanders mittens, they said Vermont teddy bear, home of the Bernie Sanders mitten. So I didn't make. He's from Vermont, right? He's center of Vermont, so
Yeah.
that would add up to me. Trash Taste podcast. Hassan said he never gets sushi and only konbini and those egg sandwiches. Shit, taste buds. Should also
Jesus.
do. I mean, to be fair, those konbini meals.
Well, yeah,
fucking
yes, there's a
damn
lot.
good.
There's a lot of different. Like, obviously, there's tons of like kombinis, and they have lots of different stuff. But come on, there's so much food in Japan you can get. So much stuff.
How do you dislike sushi?
I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't fans. I don't get it either, but
No,
there is it like if you're in Japan, like you get katsu, right? It's fucking it's like a chicken fried steak, but it's pork, you know.
And they use like panko for it, so it tastes really good.
Mm-hmm.
No, but what I think is the crazy thing was I never liked rice, but then I all of a sudden liked rice, so I ate sushi, and I was like, oh, this is fine. My first time trying it. Like, I just don't understand how people hate shit like that.
Poor guy down the street. How is this any different? I talk about this all the time about like the most American thing you can do is be a fat guy and on a guy that's like slightly fatter than you, like Donald Trump does with Chris Christie. Okay.
Is that? I might agree that is pretty American. Like, look at that fat bugger while you're pounding like a Big Mac. That does feel pretty good thing. No Recnet.
Also, I gotta show you this for Japan food because I like watching this channel.
If you've been on the internet for more than 9 minutes, you've seen taiyaki, the little fish-shaped pancake things in Japan.
I love those. Custard is my go-to.
All sorts of other delicious things. Although I love them, I always thought there's something missing. Then I found the bacon, egg, and cheese taiyaki. This thing is every bit as delicious as it
That looks so good.
Censorship. I DDS spec'd my thumb opening a can of sardines for another video. What could possibly make a traditional food like taiyaki served since
He's got like
cheese and bacon.
trying to like censor his
little cut, yeah.
His cut. Get out of here.
But oh man, dude, if I go to Japan, I gotta eat one of those. I gotta find that.
Looks great.
Because it looks so good. Because I love just breakfast. Because I love eggs. Eggs are great. I love breakfast eggs and whatever sausage, bacon, doesn't matter. All that looks like it's just bacon, quote unquote, and Japan bacon.
Japanese bacon is okay.
It's just gonna be pork, but still pork eggs with like in between the pancakes. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Let's see. It says Arashiyama. Welcome to Arashiyama.
Is that where it is?
Taiyaki place. Well, that's what this
bacon
sign
egg.
here says is Arashiyama. So let's see if I can.
Yeah, I would assume. I mean, usually that's like part of a chain, but see where it is. Yeah.
I mean, there's also a
Chain?
sign.
No.
There's also a sign right above it.
The sign above it says Taiyaki.
Yeah, it's just taiyaki.
That's all it says is Taiyaki. It just is saying
It's
what
just
it is.
advertising. That's
Yeah, I couldn't read it.
we have
But
taiyaki here.
This is the Arashiyama no Mori. Boom. Taiyaki shop Matsuke. There it is.
Apparently, it was
So-
closed when they went by.
Matsukaze.
Well, they probably went by in the morning.
So what's kind of nifty about this place, whoops, wrong one, get out of here, is if you go to Kyoto, one of the places that you have to go is the Arashiyama Bamboo Park. Here's the Arashiyama Bamboo Park, and it's right over here on this drag here. Now,
that's kind of far.
You will have to go find it because, well, it's not super far. To walk from this train station up here down to this bridge is maybe
it's
15
like 3
minutes.
blocks.
It's
Oh, okay.
yeah, this is pretty close altogether here. But you will have to go. This is the main drag here, so you have to go off the main drag to where this location is. So just
Considering
keep
it's like it's there,
that
as long
in
as you
mind.
have the map, you'll be able to find it.
Yeah, Taiyaki shop Matsukaze if you want bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, if I get to take a Japan trip, I'm definitely gonna make a map of all the food places I want to go to.
Stu, the reason your money was worth anything is because they have to pay taxes with it.
If you go to Japan, you gotta teach them about Kanye.
Gotta talk to them about Kanye. Go proselytize the message. By
Just walk
Kanye.
around with a fucking speaker.
Just play
The guy on the train just like
And
No
then
one
I
man should have
wonder.
all that power. Clock's ticking, count down the hour.
Can we get much higher?
Can we get much higher, higher?
So high.
I want Michael to do that. He didn't. He's
I wasn't
lame.
You wish I liked freedom? I like money too.
I
Money
refuse.
brings freedom. Do you know what happened last time we paid off the national debt? States made their own currency because there was no currency in circulation.
But
Thanks,
in-
Andrew Jackson.
It was
I was
fun.
gonna say, was that the 1800s? Because that sounds like it was a long time ago.
Very long time ago.
Yeah, it was very funny.
No, we should probably have less debt though. We kind of just spend too much.
No, we should just
think
spend
you
it on things that are important.
I think you need to spend less.
The amount of debt is not important. The amount of debt is how much money is in all our savings. accounts.
I think the ratio of debt is actually can be a problem. It's not literally the actual number isn't what matters. It's the ratio of debt to what is actually made.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense because you're just
Yeah,
measuring it
like-
against the GDP, basically.
Yeah, like the actual, because yeah, like as long
Yeah.
as you actually make stuff and you're still being more profitable, it's like it doesn't really matter if there's debt because obviously there's going to be debt because there will literally be debt the more people there are. Period.
Yes,
That's
we
just how
agree
it
on
is.
debt to GDP, 100%.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is like if you're
That's-
spending more but
that's
not
how
making
it's
anything, then what
measured.
are you spending it on? Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Kanye albums.
Yeah, because that's what I mean is like, yeah, our debt is just going up. It just is going up too fast for what we are actually making. Because we printed trillions of dollars for nothing.
Alex, it was literally.
That's like the prior problem. Yeah, we're spending too much money. Like even before COVID, we were spending too much money on dumb bullshit for just like government spending, like because it doesn't matter. But then we just decided, okay, now we're gonna print a couple $1 trillion for no reason, and it was like, okay, that's great.
There's a
That's why-
30% increase.
Yeah, and that's why inflation.
I love,
went up.
God, I love this graph though. Can you believe this graph? Look at this thing. You're like, wow, it's like way down here. Now it's way up here. This is 100% and this is 130%. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you, graph maker.
Well, if you know what you're reading, it makes sense.
I know, but you could tweet this out with all the info, and there would be like 80% of people who would be like, oh, it's like an infinitely more debt.
No, it's just going up quickly, which is what we don't really want to see. Like having it go up like the 10% or whatever, like 5%. It's like that doesn't really mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that going up that much, that means basically nothing.
Yeah,
Because
well,
that's how much the GDP goes up by. It's like a little bit more than the GDP. It's like okay, whatever.
yeah. I mean, I maybe the GDP could boom with that. Like, so you see like a spike in that brings this ratio back down. But yeah, I think you're fine as long as you're consistent long enough that you don't make these drastic jumps, then you're okay.
Yeah. What's more concerning is the future prospects of our economy not continuing to grow because we just don't have people trained to do anything. Because nobody's capable of doing anything. Competency crisis.
Well, but who cares if we have AI make everything?
Yeah.
If we're already
not
in a
really-
service
not
economy,
really.
if we're already in a service economy, and then the service is all handled by AI, and I can infinitely serve, I've just expanded the entire workforce to near infinite levels.
Yeah, I'm worried about stupid people not being able to create AI machines properly. And then we just lose control and then we all die because AI takes over.
That's
Kills
not how
us.
AI works, and you know it.
Yeah, they take.
It will someday.
They took my job.
It will someday, you know it. It's not
It
there
just-
yet.
It just...
They took my job.
The way that we used to say AI is gonna take over all of the like it's taking over the farming and the mining and
They
the
already killed
and
the-
all these stuff. But then you look at it and like, look who's in the mines swinging pickaxes. Humans. Look who's doing the AI work. Artists. We're getting music and we're getting art and movies from AI. So I think everything we predicted, we now have to flip. Like, how
No,
does-
it's the opposite now. Don't you know the coal miners?
Yeah, the
automation.
AI is going to force us to all go to the coal mines because it
Didn't
wants
you
to
just listen
burn the
a
planet
song
because
that
it
said that
doesn't
the
care.
automation that killed the coal miners.
Yeah, it did cull all of them.
The AI decided that these people should not live. We need somebody else to be the coal miners. It's gonna kill off the old crop.
How? Okay. Do you even... Stu, I hesitate to ask this because I know the answer. Do you know what the difference between modern AI and automation is?
No.
It's the same thing.
It is exactly the same thing. It's literally a difference of...
I mean, yeah, right now it's not like there's actual... No, there isn't actual intelligence there yet. No, that's
It's
what it
just
is.
basing what it's automating on, the inputs. Your automation systems are looking for an input. They detect the input, and they do something based on that input that creates an output. And
Yeah,
modern
because that's what it is
AI
right
system
now.
works exactly the same way.
It's kind of... It's not random, but kind of random in the fact that what it's choosing, how it's choosing to put things together.
Mm-hmm.
A little pseudo-random.
I mean, that's why... that's why we call it algorithms. I mean, it's still... It's more applicable to still call it algorithms today.
Algorithm?
Yeah. It's more applicable to call an algorithm still than it is to call an AI. AI is just what we're calling it now because of the way we're putting it together and how we're creating them.
Okay, but...
Because there is, like, non-human input learning happening in terms of how it's... The way that it learns to, like, create the algorithm, right?
Yeah, but the methodology is still all human input at the end of the day. I keep accidentally clicking on this tab instead, and I keep looking at this damn fucking Andrew Tate face. What is this?
Women's emotional needs. We talk about provide and protect for them, but women are emotional creatures, and sometimes they're going to get upset. Sometimes they're going to cry. Sometimes they're going to be illogical. Sometimes they're going to be sad. Sometimes they're going to call you, and they're going to give you a headache. And you need to be man enough to deal with that and make her feel better. And you need to be stoic enough to not get annoyed by it and just be the rock she wants. So you're going to have to be able to provide a degree of emotional security and emotional safety net. And you do that being stoic enough to understand her moods and deal with her emotional needs without fighting with her all of the time. You don't have to take it so personal. Men need to have respect for women.
This is like...
Why is he shirtless?
Because he wants to be. Because I'm the top G, okay?
Here
I need to
am
show off
about
how
to talk
valuable I am about to all the other women out there, okay? I need to show off how valuable I am.
He's indoors wearing sunglasses.
We're holding a cigar that he's not smoking.
Here I am about to say, you know what? This is one of those things where, you know, yeah, that is a valuable trait to have as a man that will be important to the women in your life, preferably woman in your life.
Yeah, because like
you know, so maybe you'll have a daughter that'll
like people
cry
always,
to you.
And people do this to any internet personality, just like take whatever they want out of context to just like talk about it's like, oh, this person, blah, blah, blah. Anything like that. People just take anything for anyone, right?
Yeah,
but
I mean, it goes both ways. This could be out of context of him being in a prison in Romania.
People also just say plenty of completely normal things.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And stuff like this is why people take him seriously too, is because people that listen to him all the time hear him say stuff like this half the time.
Yeah, that's just normal. They hear him say like correct things sometimes.
Yeah, he just says normal correct things, and people think like, oh yeah.
Well, why is he shirtless? That fucking killed me.
Because that's his style. That's literally his style.
Isn't his brother like sitting next to him on this podcast? Like,
suck on his
okay,
nipple?
No, that's completely normal. Being like shirtless in front of your brother, completely normal.
Brother give you a hand on the other table, completely normal.
That leather must be awful for him to lean back on, and then he like pulls up and just rips off his skin.
No, he's got a mute button just for when he leans forward.
No, he's Andrew Tate. When he leans forward, he rips the leather off of the seat.
You see, I don't sweat, so I don't stick to my couch.
And we saw the Meat Canyon animation.
Yes. No, I haven't.
Okay, it's so funny that this is like the white Lizzo version of that, where he's like, oh man, I hate how fucking poor I am, but like other people that are also poor, those guys are the real problem. It's like, what do you mean? Everyone's shitting on this guy is so lame, low hanging fruit though. What's going on? Is there, am I not allowed to just like joke? Am I not allowed to crack jokes now? What's happening? Do I have to always take Kentucky?
Hassan, when was the last
Alabama?
time you made a joke that people laughed at?
What part of that was a joke.
Yeah, like what was the last time you made a joke that people laughed at? I haven't heard one.
What
Yeah, I
was
haven't
it?
heard jokes
Hassan
like-
doesn't tell jokes. He just
He's been talking about his opinion on like the methodology of this guy's message delivery.
Hassan literally just makes statements that are just random. He just makes random statements like, that's not funny to you? You're not
Well, I
laughing?
guess guys can't make jokes anymore.
Yeah, because he just straight up says random things, and it's supposed to be like, that's a joke? I don't get it.
I think you should just throw Pent in there because he survives all their hits.
Because yeah,
Does he?
Pent doesn't take much damage.
He
All of
doesn't
his
take
resistance.
any damage, and he like nearly.
Oh,
won.
he doesn't take any damage from the regular guys. No, he
True,
doesn't take
and
any
the
damage
stronger
from the regular
guys, it's like not even that much.
Seems like he gets like rocked or like can't touch the horse queens.
No, because those people have like 25 resistance. Just look at the stats.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally look at the
Actually
stats
does.
because it helps, because it matters.
it literally matters.
Like look at the
So
bishop.
how do
Yeah,
Here-
the Valkyries are dangerous on this map. That isn't even the one attacking you.
She
That one
has
more-
24 resistance. That's how much.
Okay.
That's how little damage she does today. She also has 21 speed, so she's really fast.
So explain to me what I need to know for how to kill it then, because the only thing I have is put Jafar at it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
Jafar
what you
kills
do.
these really well. He's really.
But that's
good at
it. That's all I got. So it's like outside of Jafar, what do I do?
Jafar, Marcus, Hawkeye.
Raven.
Raven can kill it if he doesn't get attacked by it.
That thing
Don't let-
doesn't even have a weapon to attack.
Okay,
it.
no, but I'm talking about Valkyries in general. Don't let a Valkyrie attack your like normal guys. Don't let a Valkyrie attack Raven. Don't let it attack. Well, actually, just Raven. Everybody else has more resistance than Raven.
There's a
Got
reason
it.
they're not attacking Hawkeye. It's well, I
Yeah,
mean, I
because
can only
Hawkeye has
track that.
11 resistance. Like,
I think he's
check him
also
out.
holding a hand axe, so he can actually counterattack. But still.
Yeah, it's like Hawkeye has good bulk. He has better bulk than
Ooh.
Raven, and he has way more resistance.
Yeah,
Pen
11
has
is good.
20 resistance.
Even just throw Hawkeye at him.
Okay, yeah. Check out Pent's attack. Go over.
18 is great.
So yeah, he does 23 damage against resistance. So now you can check out one of those for like regular monks. Check out
Yeah,
the
so
monk
he
in front of
literally
you.
just can't do damage to Valkyries, but like anyone else dies.
Yeah, they have 12. So he does 10 damage, or he does like 11 damage each. Actually, he gets +1, so he will do 13. So he will like one round the monks, right? He will
I
one
think
round
he
the
was
monks, and he
just
doesn't
short
take
of
any
it.
damage.
I think he was just short of it.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like he's gonna kill him.
True.
If you give him Hellfire, he will easily one round them.
Yeah, and if you just give him 2 turns, he won't take any damage anyway. So
Yeah, he cannot be hurt by the monks. He doesn't take damage if the Valkyries have a weapon, and the bishops aren't very strong either.
yeah, just take them out slow, make save states, and you're good.
Yeah, because you could just send the guys that are actually useful, you understand? And then you can have Raven just sitting behind them, so Raven can go in and kill the Valkyries, because he's fast and he can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, or like you were saying, Jafar. He probably has pretty high resistance, right?
Jafar can actually double them, I think, because Jafar has like 25
totally.
speed.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I'm just wondering how much resistance he has.
Jafar has like 14 resistance.
Ooh, that's great.
Because Jafar is just bust. Like, check out Jafar's stats. Like, look how
Oh my
look
God,
how
that's
insane
so
those
good.
stats are.
So
He's basically
crazy.
stat capped.
And you have to
Super
remember,
caps.
he is like the worst class in the game.
Yeah, that's what throwing a stat stick on somebody does. They just kill stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's even funnier. I'm playing through a bunch of I told you about it before, but I'm playing through a bunch of copies of Fire Emblem 8, just like different mods people have made of it. 9 of them specifically.
Yeah, you were saying that.
And one of the games, I'll bring it up here. I forgot which one it was called, but yeah, basically, it has a third tier of classes. There's only 2 in this game, but they added a third tier of classes, and your Jagan Marcus starts as one of those, and he's just invincible. He has like stats of like 30 across the board
Gotcha.
for the start of the game. He just
It's so crazy.
It's really funny. And he just doesn't. He kills everything in one shot. He doesn't take damage from anything. It's just like, oh yeah, he also gains XP at a normal rate, and it's just like, how did you ever think this made sense? Yeah, whoever made this game, I don't know how they thought it made any sense to have the character be like that. Because
I think
everybody
he
else is
really
pretty
likes-
much normal in terms of their stats. Like everybody's very normal, balanced, and then you have the Jagan over here with 32 strength.
Does Garcia come promoted? Because he should.
Not in that one, no.
trash.
Garcia actually sucks in this version of it that had the busted Seth.
Yeah, I mean, if you're lowering everyone's level, then he's gonna suck.
No, this is the no. That's different. No, that's not the same.
Isn't
I'm
that
not talking
what-
about the trainee one. No.
Yeah, the train. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
Training? What are you saying?
In Fire Emblem 8, there's 3 characters who are trainee units, and the reason for that is they start in a tier 0 class, basically. They have base stats of almost nothing, but they have more promotion options.
Mm-hmm.
And their growths aren't good enough to justify using them, but if they were, they should have higher stats because they have more levels to gain.
Got it.
But anyways, no, there was one called Trainee Emblem. That was one of the ones I was playing, where everybody starts as a tier 0 class, and anybody who started promoted joins as a tier 1 class. No, this is completely different. This one literally has the Radiant Dawn 3 tiers. There is trainee units as well, so basically 4 tiers. But yeah, Seth starts in tier 3 and with busted stats. This is the Master Quest version, or the Master Quest. Yeah.
Oh wait, so they just added a 4th tier?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, how do you not understand that?
I was confused.
I don't know how you wouldn't understand. I've made it very clear when I talked to you earlier.
I made it very
Okay, maybe I didn't read all of it.
He didn't read it at all.
I read most of it. But I thought I understood Trainee Emblem, so.
No,
I thought
I
it lowered
specifically told you what the name of the game was. I told you it wasn't the same.
My bad.
We can bring up the chat logs.
Please don't. I believe you.
You don't want to be exposed.
Could you not do that?
I don't need to be done.
Yes.
You know.
Even I understood it.
It's bad.
Shut up, Alex.
Oh yeah, I forgot which game it was, but I think it was the Sacred Redux, which is just kind of one of the most comprehensive changes overall. Sacred Redux gives soldiers the quick burn skill, so they have more hit and avoid at the start of the map. Which is really funny. It's definitely hard. It's definitely difficult.
Yeah.
Especially because they make Seth properly OP, and the fact that he's not super strong, but he is very tanky and everything.
Oh my god, was that Murdoch?
Yeah, that's Murdoch. He gives you the warp staff because he appears in the second game. He doesn't want to die.
Exactly.
He's appeasing you.
Everybody loves Murdoch.
Yeah, Murdoch is awesome. Too bad Blaine's never going to see him in action because he's not going to play Fire Emblem 6.
I saw someone. You actually linked this, didn't you? Where it was like, man, Fire Emblem 6 has no memorable bosses, but then they forget Murdoch and
Dang.
Gale. They like forget the 2 most memorable bosses in the game, Murdoch and Gale.
You don't fight Gale.
Yeah, you do.
You do fight Gale? What was
Yeah,
that?
yeah. He's the reinforcement boss on Murdoch's map. He will rock you.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh, I guess I never fought him then because I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
The best strategy for that map is to completely avoid him, but like if you're going in blind, you will fight him.
I gotta go look up because I forgot which map that was.
Yeah, it's Murdoch.
Remember chapter?
I don't remember the chapter. It's probably like 23.
Yeah, right before the end.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is the one. No, that's the one with. Okay, that has Brunya apparently. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
look.
no,
Maybe it was the
Brunya's-
one before.
Yeah, Brunya's the one.
I think it was 3 before.
That sounds right.
Yeah, 3 before. Yes, it was chapter 21. The Sword of Seals, the Shrine of Seals map. Yeah. I probably warped.
I think you had to because if you trigger Gale, you also trigger like 12 Wyvern Knights a turn reinforcements.
I was gonna say maybe I just like knew the thing and didn't go that part of the map.
Yeah, you probably did.
I was gonna say that probably makes more sense. I was like, I don't remember fighting Gale.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where, oh, you didn't fight Gale, he never shows up again, so.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't remember any ending for Gale. I just remember he disappeared because I know he appeared like in the one castle chapter where he killed what's his name, Zephiel. And then I was like, wait, he disappeared. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah. He's just one of those guys.
Yeah.
West Virginia guys with the kitty gloves. Is that what's happening? Let's
I've
hear
been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit.
I also, as someone who played on a worship team for years, I despise capos. I hate capos. That little black thing that's on his guitar that like pinches the strings.
Oh, what's that do?
Basically, rather than learn the song in a higher key,
Oh, so you
people
just
will just clip this on and then treat that as your open string. And so instead of being like, oh, I want to do this 4 steps up, you just clip this on your guitar 4 steps up rather than knowing how to actually transpose music.
That's kind of dumb.
They are okay, but every worship pastor who picks up a guitar is like, this song that people have been singing for 1,000 years in the same key, you know, it's just not upbeat enough. What if we just went up 3 steps, 3 half steps? Yeah, and they clip it on. They clip it on every time. And I'm just like, fuck, dude, you just left every dude's range, and now you're a little too low for any woman to like try to like come down to that new high that you just created. I hate him.
Okay, but the thing is, he did an interview and he like is self-described shit at guitar. This guy.
He's not shit.
He's not shit. He's just he's
like
kind of normal.
The way that he
like
can
for
hit
an artist,
individuals. He's not shit. He's just not amazing. Like I'd agree with that.
Yeah, you don't need to be amazing either. It's like saying this is I think I agree is more a political
Look,
statement.
Bob Dylan is famous. That guy can't sing for shit. Y'all ever heard Bob Dylan? I challenge you. Go listen to a Bob Dylan song right now and tell me that it's a good and well-sung song.
Hawkeye's dead.
You said Hawkeye'd be fine. God dang
Not
it.
against them.
I need Hawkeye be fine if I throw him into 30 enemies. What are you talking about?
Why y'all be lying to me?
Well, maybe you shouldn't put Hawkeye into
just
range of
plug
30
that
enemies.
hole,
Like,
and it's probably fine.
No, I clogged the hole last time and I died.
I'm pretty sure the fact is he shouldn't run up on turn 3 to go as far forward as he possibly can. I don't think that's how you play this map.
I mean, it's how I'm playing it right now.
Ooh, he's not surviving that.
That's how you're dying on this map.
What if I dodge this?
I think he still die.
Dodge. Nope.
Now, you can also play a strategy where you're not just reliant on getting all the dodges.
True.
Because, you know, if you wait for them to come to you, you can have attack advantage, and then you can have Jafar kill people.
Or you could just give Jafar the light.
Send Hawkeye up. Send Pent ups. Just, you know, send her. They'll survive. It'll be fine. Oh, you got them too close. You sent them too far.
Well,
what are you doing sending them that far up?
I assume you have some strategic brain.
Man who doesn't read stats didn't read stats after we told him to.
No, I'm not wasting time reading stats.
You are wasting time not reading stats.
It's funny because
we know,
let me
we
tell
know
you
how much time
something.
you've wasted.
Okay, it's funny because a lot of this stuff,
We have it down to minutes.
like a lot of the criticism, especially when it comes to social safety nets, is always hilarious because the reality is there's always going to be a way for these people to survive, right? If there's no jobs, if there's nothing going on, they have to survive somehow. The government is not just going to let them fucking die. So instead, they basically let them barely live by allowing them to take advantage of a patchwork structure of like minor social welfare that barely lets them exist. So how does that work?
Yeah.
For a lot of people in areas like this, okay?
I'm sorry. Does anyone believe that Hassan actually knows how any of this welfare works?
No, of course not.
Or does he just like read the pamphlet and say, "Oh, I got it"? Or does he not even do that? Does he just listen to what other people say it does?
He just listens. Like, there's no way he actually knows.
I ain't no way he know all that. Know what I'm saying?
Nobody got down with all that.
Yeah, you figured it out, Gemini. That's my secret.
Look, he streams for 13 hours a day. He doesn't have time for any of that. Jesus, do you want him to starve?
Okay, I definitely dodged Gale intentionally.
Yeah, 100%. You
funny.
saw? Did you look up the reinforcement zones?
Yeah, because I was looking at it right now. I was like, I definitely did it
you
intentionally.
know now.
How does that work? It works in the
bullshit.
same way that it does in cities, but especially so in places like this where there's just not a job. Cost of living is already cheap. You already have a fucking house, right? For the most part. Then what do you do?
What? I'm sorry. That right there, I was just saying, like, does anybody believe Hassan did it? He just told us he's never been to these little cities. He's like, everybody there has a fucking house. The hell are you talking about? If someone's got a house, they're lucky if it's not on wheels. Like, what do you mean everyone has a house in these little cities? That's not how any of this works.
You get this.
There's there's poor. Like, I've said it a few times, right? Like, I grew up, like, we had bills that got our water shut off. Like, we didn't have money for where we were. But I was not anywhere near Appalachia poor. I had shoes, right? Like, there is a level of poverty in this country that people just do not understand. And to say something so brazen as like, oh, there's a cheap little town, everybody has homes. Fuck you talking about?
If anything, most people just have a trailer.
Yeah.
Disability. You're either on disability or some form of welfare, because how else the are you going to make money?
Oof.
So then turning around and like hitting on that concept is, really frustrating. Song touched my soul, Jimbo. Yeah, I mean, he has a good voice. Okay, you become a streamer. Yeah, liberals are racist to white Americans.
That's true.
Hassan is racist
First
to
true
white
statement
Americans.
I've heard him
Yes.
say in 10 years.
Not only am I a liberal, my name has 2 S's in it, but I'm also a racist to white Americans, even though I myself am a white
What do you
American.
mean it has 2 S's in
We
it?
understand an upside down world,
Hassan isn't white.
I thought it was 1 S.
but they're writing us off before we get to the start.
Doesn't everyone
I
spell
also
it with
assumed it was 1S. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to spell.
Yeah, doesn't he literally spell it with 1 S?
Is that a joke? Like Hassan SS Hobby?
Maybe that is his joke.
On.
Yeah. It's like a Nazi joke, I think.
Okay. Weird.
Back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wait.
You're white Turkish? Yes, bro. Look at me. Look at my fucking face. Look at
I
how
don't really
pasty
care
my
what your
goddamn
complexion
skin
is. It's not really what I use to define it.
I don't even know why it matters, like 90% of the time.
No, but he's also very much not really white. As
don't
is,
know.
like,
So-
a lot of it's his, like, actual, like, facial makeup and his features.
Maybe, but like even then, like I don't even care about like ethnicities and shit.
Oh yeah, talking about if you don't care, it doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, like the reason that Hassan is a clout gobbling moron in this is his class bracket, his monetary bracket, how much cash he has, how detached he is from the actual town and people. It has nothing to do with him being brown tan. What do we call a Turkish person? What color skin are they? Who cares?
Brown people.
His
Everybody's brown
ethnicity of
people
being
that isn't white,
Armenian Turkish.
basically.
Is he Armenian Turkish or is he a different type of Turkish?
I was gonna say,
What-
basically, anybody that isn't African or European is brown.
Okay, but it just doesn't fucking matter. Like the fact that he's garbage at figuring out this song has nothing to do with his race or ethnicity, and 100% to do with the class that he currently belongs to.
Yeah.
And it's asinine.
But remember the time that he talked about he pirated games in Turkey because they didn't sell them there, not because he couldn't afford them?
Yeah, I remember that time.
Language. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I start listing off the colors I can't see without being able to see them? Sorry. Apologies that I
Orange. Tangerine.
I mean, he's closer to red in my eyes than he is any human skin tone right now. So.
Is that talking about Kami? Is that why you call him red?
No, he just did. It's a good joke. You got a good one, but right now this is a very reddish, pinkish Hassan. It's just my broken ass eyes. We went to the T-Rex races down at the Emerald Downs. Speaking
I don't think
of
you ever
downs,
talked about that before.
What?
T-Rex races. I don't think you ever talked about that before.
Oh, Emerald Downs, our horse track, will have like intermission races, and sometimes it's corgis, sometimes it's wiener dogs. But this last one is people in like those T-Rex costumes. So we went down
That's
and
kind of
watched
what I
it.
thought it was when you said it.
Yeah, it's freaking hilarious. They eat shit because they're on like the horse track, so it's muddy and like shitty and everything. Fucking each dinosaur is apparently like a slightly different brown. And they're like, wow, look at all the different colors of dinosaur. And I was like, I only see one dinosaur. And the people we were with didn't know I was colorblind, so they thought I was like making a political statement. I was like, nah, I only see one, bro.
No, my eyes are
Take
just
more
really
pictures
bad.
for Discord next time.
It's the dinosaur dot test.
My sister was actually running as a T-Rex, so I was busy live streaming it to my parents since they couldn't be there.
What type of dinosaur do you see in this pile of dots?
Yeah, fucking Ishihara.
You know, it's funny when I was watching you do that eye test, I could also see specifically why you couldn't see certain things because I could
I've
tell
heard
based
that,
on the
and
tone,
it's mind blowing to me that not only
because,
can you
like,
see the right number.
Yeah, I could see the right number, but also because I could see what they're doing in terms of what the other dots are. They're supposed to mess you up. Like when I heard you say, like, "Oh, that looks like a 7," I could see specifically the dots that are like the slightly off shade that look different. Yeah, like that's why those tests are very specifically made, are very
made for me to fail.
They're very particularly made to catch out different types of color blindness.
Yeah, they gonna get you.
They're gonna get me.
Yeah. As somebody with normal sight, you can kind of, if you really look at it, you can see just how well made they are.
Yeah, really loving the gamification of their system here.
What do I do? Am I brown?
Just like me playing Fire Emblem, I can see what you're supposed to do.
Look weird
when
if I was
you
running
can't.
around being like, I'm a person of color. Like that's ridiculous.
And it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world. With an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think. Wanna know
So yeah, the
what
way
you
this map
do.
works is after you cross the bridges, it spawns enemies for like a couple turns and then it stops. So you could just wait for the enemies to come to you and kill them. And be outside the range of the siege tomes.
Yeah, aren't most of those enemies Valkyries anyway? That spawn.
Well, no, it's just like it's a couple different ones. It's like normal enemies too. It's like normal mages of all types. Because like you see that there's the monk area, there's the dark mage area, and then there's the anima mage area. Because yeah, that's what caused that group to spawn.
Gotcha.
I wonder if he's triggering any of it with the Pegasus Knight.
Yeah, he does on that tile because it's across a bridge. Yeah, it triggers the dark guys.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, but the dark guys are fine to trigger.
Yeah, because they're not really dangerous. You
Well,
just wait for
a few of
come
them
to you.
have like those hard hitting dark tomes, like no.
Well, the eclipse is useless. It never hits. I've never seen a guy get hit by an eclipse tome.
I'm pretty sure I got hit last week. Emblem blindness to the new escapee epidemic. Is Hassan gonna cover why Fat Bottom Girls was canceled too?
And his sentiment, and I certainly care more about rural America than most people, but something is wrong when you're enjoying being propped up by Matt Walsh types and has created a rumble at Rumble's direction.
Oh my god.
This man lives on 90 acres outside of Richmond, VA. Comparable properties in the area are $2 million listings.
Hold on. I don't believe that for a second. Hold on.
This is comparable in the area.
$2 million.
Comps at 2 million. 90 acres in Virginia. Okay, first let's look at Virginia.
I mean, is it good farmland? I could see something like that selling, possibly.
If it's an existing farmland, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, if it's actually developed, yes.
Yeah.
No, he said he
But
bought
just
cheap. There's no
land, just
way.
undeveloped land, uncultivated. Yeah, the guy on the little clip said, or well, the commenter said it was 90 acres outside of Richmond, Virginia, that sold for $2 million.
Comparables are at 2 million.
Yeah, yeah, like nearby, similar acreage.
So lot size, I'll do the minimum at 50 acres. And we will do home type. We will just do lots and land.
And then
okay.
Wayne starts swinging.
Where is this guy supposed to be from? Where is Oliver Tempest from? What the hell's his name?
Outside Richmond, Virginia. Oh, Appalachia, right?
Well, so Oliver Anthony. Hometown? Farmville, Virginia. Okay, let's get in. Let's fucking Farmville. Are you serious? Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's Farmville. In the actual location of Farmville, I'm seeing 60 acres for 225, 120 acres for 380.
That's exactly what Flawed Man is saying in chat. He's saying, yeah, he's not from anywhere near there. Those high price areas.
Mm-hmm. Let's look at the damn chat. Your chat wasn't giving me numbers, so I wasn't going to bother reading the words until I had numbers over there.
It was also less than a minute, dude. Like, look at the times for your chat, damn.
Also, we have $12 million for almost 800 acres.
Just a little bit more.
95 acres for 400K. So now let's remove this boundary and let's sort of step back a little bit. And let's see if I bring the price slider down, what we start to get. If I go 200K. 200K is a cap. With 200K in this area, I'm still looking at 81 acres here, 58 here, 54 here, 65 here, 53 here, 0.6 for 21K. That's a who's buying this parking lot when they can buy a freaking county over here? Like,
no, it's 21,000.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
zero, so
even 21,000. Are you the neighbor who wants like a new garage? Like, why do you have a 0.6 acre lot on this list?
I mean, that's just like a house,
small
house, I guess.
Just a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even get that. We get like third of an acre lots. Most of our cities around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's
look at all of these.
Yeah,
like, where?
I'd assume that 21,000 is like somewhat close to the city then for a city lot.
Where would you even like?
They literally checked. They were literally looking in Richmond.
I bet. No. I bet it's even dumber than that. I bet they're looking at 90 acres of a house. I bet if we put a house on a property that's got 90 acres, boom, 1.8. Someone saw this and they were like $2 million comp for over 50 acres of land.
Just look at that house and tell
There's a 30 mil way up here, right? But again, we've stuck a giant, like this is the queen lives in this place.
Basically.
This is what they're thinking, that the 90 acres or whatever already has house and fully developed when they're trying to compare it to that.
It comes with a gardener.
God, I'm telling you, these people just don't understand.
Dude, it doesn't come
They don't
with a
understand
gardener.
the guy that buys a big ass chunk of property and then goes and lives in his truck on the property until he can finally put together a shack.
Dude, it doesn't come with a gardener. It comes with a family line of gardeners.
Yeah. Well, my mom's mom was the head maid, and
yeah, it's just.
Oh,
this
good. I
whole
got Stu in the
servant
back.
family.
What's up, Stu?
Yo.
Hey. We were talking about Richmond.
Did you pay millions of dollars for 90 acres in Richmond?
In 90 acres in Hanover County will make you a millionaire. Easily.
Yeah, probably.
90
But-
acres undeveloped?
No, yeah, exactly, because that's exactly who's looking for it as developers right now. Because it depends.
Yeah, because it's right where
the
they're
school
going to build
system
apartments.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
There's no inventory. Everybody's looking for a piece
Yeah,
of land.
no,
They're
it's a
developing.
very, very different situation because it's a
Yeah,
very fast
Farmville-
growing,
Lit-
very high
literally
quality.
says no matching results for anything over 50 acres.
Well, that's because we're looking at Farmville, which is a completely different area than the Richmond metropolitan area or the surrounding suburban counties.
How close is Hanover to Richmond, anyways? Right next to it?
It's adjacent to it.
Yeah, just outside the city.
Versus Farmville is over
So yeah,
here.
basically, I mean that's why it's really high priced too, because it's a developing area as they're expanding the city, basically.
Yeah,
I love this. I love Virginia. You've got Farmville and Mechanicsville.
That's where I live. I live in Mechanicsville.
Oh, that's cool.
Scroll down.
Yeah, basically suburb of Richmond.
No, scroll down. Zoom in.
You zoom in is
See
not
where-
scroll down.
See where Mechanicsville is?
Let's scroll
All right,
up.
now go
Stu. How do you
north.
not know computers?
I'm gonna dox myself.
Don't dox yourself.
No.
Do it live on air.
You're in this zone.
Yeah.
He's
No,
in the
there you're
blue,
going.
the blue area. That's
I mean,
it.
come on, Stu. Who do you think's gonna dox you and like find out where you live and send you bombs?
I mean, they probably
Somebody
could.
said Hoodbridge. That's hilarious. Hoodbridge. Woodbridge. But Farmville is Farmville's where Longwood University is. That's where my wife graduated. That's where I went to college because I didn't graduate, so I didn't say that. It's in the middle of nowhere. Literally, Longwood is Farmville.
Yeah, nobody wants to live there.
There's nothing out there to do except for stare at the Mennonites, go to the Walmart, which is the size of a Rose's. And
What's a roses?
What is roses?
We don't know what a roses is.
Like a rose bush? Like a.
all right, do you remember? All right, Serranos, are you old enough to remember Kmart?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
it's
just
the size of
Kmart.
a
It's
Kmart.
just from Virginia.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, I mean, it's
Yeah, just Virginia area, East Coast.
and go to the field parties. Like the only thing we had to do was go to field parties.
parties.
I mean, that's just what it is. It's the smack
That's what I
dab in
mean.
the middle of nowhere.
That's what I mean. It's funny. It's just like that is what you think of, though. That's it.
Yeah, Farmville is what you think of. There's the hospital. There's one hospital in the area. It's terrible. It's the local cemetery.
Nobody realizes what it's like to be outside of a big city.
But it isn't like abject poverty out there either. It's not.
No,
super
but nobody-
poor.
Shut up, Alex.
knows-
You know what a Kmart is.
Nobody knows what's outside of big cities.
You
Like,
probably worked at one.
People like
Yeah,
people like
I don't believe
Hassan
Alex, bro.
just like
Look,
live
dude.
in these giant cities all their life. They have no idea what it is.
No, they don't. But
They
I
don't,
mean, you're
they
never
don't
going to
know
get
what
that.
flyover country is.
Hassan's never going to live out there.
He's never even
gonna
going to go there. He's literally going to fly between Austin and Las Vegas. That's the only places he's going to be the rest of his life.
I do like this idea, though, of buying like a city, building my own Blainville right here in the middle of Virginia. 800 acres of Blainville coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just
I mean,
gotta...
what we're dealing with in Hanover right now is because when I grew up, it was very much a farming community.
Yeah, very different, I'm sure. because
And a lot of
Virginia
the
was not
farmers
booming.
a lot of those farmers are dying. And the people who inherit, the kids who inherit that money are being they're being offered money by real estate agents who are like, they want to buy.
Who are trying to rip them off like hell.
No, they're not. No, they're paying. Well, in the past they have, but now everybody knows how much the market's worth, right? So they're going to have to pay top dollar to get out there.
'Cause they actually
the
have to
problem is
compete
it
with
makes
other
the county
people.
worse for everybody else when they sell out because now it's more crowded. We get people from out of state. It's all the complaining from, people who are like Texas to Californians, don't move to our state because you're just going to bring your problems. It's the same thing with us. People are moving from Northern
Yeah, because
Virginia.
like the past 30 years, Virginia's just been continually growing. It's one of the bigger like states. I'm not sure what it is right now, but for the past 30 years, it was growing a lot.
Well, it's the funny thing. So my alma mater in high school was the Lee Davis, named after Robert E. Lee and Jefferson Davis. Our mascot were the Confederates.
Yeah.
The middle school was Stonewall Jackson. Middle school with Stonewall Jackson Rebels. We had a mascot who was a guy in full Confederate regalia riding a horse at the football games.
Was he wearing a hood, Stu?
They didn't
No,
wear hoods
Confederate
in the,
regalia.
in the in
Confederate.
Confederate regalia, not
That was the
KKK.
cheer squad. The cheer squad wore the hoods.
Ah! Stop being such a Hassan about Southern history.
I bet you fly a pride flag, rebel flag.
Rebel pride.
So they're all over the place.
Yeah.
But you'll see more of that in some parts of New Jersey than you will around here. But
What parts of New Jersey?
here we go.
Also, you said have it's the size of a roses. They appear to only exist in Louisiana and Alabama, or Mississippi.
There's at least 2 in Virginia.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
They're coming in.
Not load.
They're loading
It's
in.
moving.
Oh no!
And it's like a pox on the land.
Basically, it doesn't know where you are, so it's not showing you it correctly. So yeah, okay, this is just this just is a chain. It's just I've never heard of them.
Oh yeah, because you're not in.
It's okay. You also think you also screwed up ideas about Confederate history.
What screwed up ideas too? Would you like to educate
We
me
didn't
on the
wear
slave
hoods
owners?
down in Virginia when we were fighting the War of Northern Aggression.
Is that what they told you in school? Is that what they call it in school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I
funny.
forgot you're old enough for that to happen. Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
They still do.
Good.
They still
Oh,
call it the War of Northern Aggression.
I thought they would have stamped all that out.
Now,
not
well,
illegal.
so
funny.
that was what happened. So they sued Hanover County back in like 2016, 2017 for the school being named Lee Davis. The NAACP sued it. In 2020, the courts ruled against them. They lost their case, and so we're like, okay, good, finally, we're past this. We're going to keep the school name the same. Eventually, they're going to build a new school, and they'll name it something different, whatever.
Yeah, you gotta kill the mage so you can kill one of the Valkyries.
Then George Floyd happened, and everything changed. And now it's
better to put him on the tile below so he gets hit less.
Literally 2 months later after George Floyd, it's Mechanicsville High School.
Just use the iron sword. Use the iron sword.
Wait, why?
It kills. That's why.
But it does less damage.
But it kills.
Do you need
So
to
does
deal
the killing
50?
edge.
Do you need to deal 50 damage when they have 30 HP?
I don't know. I just want to make sure that I get the kill. You know.
That literally
Holy
can't
shit,
happen.
You were lowering your odds by making an 88% instead of 100.
And you could send Oswin or something to like the right.
I mean, it was really just Lynn you need up there with like a bow equipped.
They remove flags here as well as change some schools too. All of ours are just
So you can kill
various
more
forms
mages.
of redskin.
You can kill more
changes.
mages if you move her back one tile.
True. Actually,
Yeah.
no. It's
Yeah,
still
you can.
free if
Yeah.
just use an iron
No,
bow.
the thing is, they cannot get more attacks on her from one range. They can only attack from only one guy can attack from
they
one
were
range.
still only getting one range attack.
No, because they can. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
I mean,
I
the
thought
other
I
mages,
thought
the
I
light
didn't
mages
notice the
can
other
attack.
water.
The light mages can attack with the other ones.
They're not gonna.
I know. It's a win. They won't. Bitches.
I have no idea what's happening.
I hope Lynn dies to prove us wrong.
I
That'd be
hope
funny.
he checks her health. Furrying his health right now.
Some parks were renamed. Yeah, no, we only had a bunch of redskin and various native names that we had to change.
What do you mean? What do you mean redskin?
As far as school mascots and stuff.
Oh yeah, I got you. I can't believe it's, like,
Sanquanog.
making fun of Spaniards.
But it's just weird because we have so many tribes here. It's like,
I think they like it.
yeah, like what is? Let's see, Mukilteo is like one of the tribes. What is the Mukilteo high school mascot?
Got like the Salish. Got the Chinook.
The helicopter.
Alex
Yeah.
would rather you say.
Yeah, because Chinook is a West Coast tribe.
Alex prefers you say
Sounds liberal to me.
All of the helicopters are named after natives, and you know
Not
it.
all of them.
Cherokee.
Which one's not?
Apache.
The
Chinook.
first one.
Which one?
The
Huey?
first one. AH-1 Cobra.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so
wow, like the best.
We got a Cobra and a Super Cobra,
You mean
and
the
then
one
we're
that
like,
got
all right, we should
replaced?
name these after natives
mean
from now on.
You mean a copter that we don't use anymore? Wow.
You mean the?
It was so good that we got
helicopter
rid
that
of
the
it.
Marine Corps still uses.
Oh yeah, we still use that. I'm sure we do.
Rah,
Still.
rah,
Okay, Grandpa.
rah.
That's great, Grandpa. I'm glad we still use this ancient piece of technology. That's a piece of crap that gets shot down by missiles.
It's still awesome.
I'm
And
glad
guess what?
you.
It spends
I'm
more
glad
time
you
in the
relive your
air.
glory days still.
It spends more time in the air than the Apache.
Yeah, it's because Apache doesn't need to be in there that long to kill its target.
No, it's because Apache's a hanger
Because
queen.
Apache's faster.
It breaks all the damn time. It's an institutional joke.
It breaks much faster as well.
Yeah.
I am pretty sure that the Mukilteo tribe's mascot is like a European knight. I see it like in the little logo. There's like this little knight, but I have yet to find it like
No,
written.
they had mail armor in Native American tribes.
Well, yeah, I mean, my high school
And
mascot
swords.
was a conquistador.
I just want to know. I just want to see the words. I want to see.
Yeah, Davis knew how to forge steel. They're on that.
They had that show on law.
They may not have been able
The
to
Kamiak.
get past slavery, but you know they knew how to make swords.
Chief Raven Blacksmith.
The athletic direct. I should just email the athletic
This isn't
director
the
at this point. This is taking me
Mandalorian.
too long.
They don't have blacksmiths here.
Look, I just think it would be really cool if instead of making small knives out of their obsidian, they made large swords.
Yeah, so they
Yeah, except
snap.
you
Is that
can't.
I know they can't, but like it'd be so much cooler. If I made a video game, I'd have that in there.
big ass obsidian sword?
Yeah, because it's cool, not because it's good.
Come on, just write the word for me so I know what you've got here. Oh well, screw it. I'm out. I'm done. I'm looking too much
I don't even
waste.
personally think he has to be like dirt fucking poor. It's just that like there's a long and vibrant history of exactly this kind of voice, like what he's biting from. Okay, like a long library of content that he's like basically LARPing from or basically biting from.
What?
That
LARPing?
What does biting have to do
Yeah,
with
it's
any of
like
this?
LARPing.
He's using word salad. He's just saying.
Because he has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, pretty much.
The funny thing is so many people who don't listen to music like that it resonates with them who may not even agree with him politically.
Yeah, the funny thing is everyone in Hassan's chat hates his take right now.
I think
everybody
everyone
should
in
always
Hassan's
hate
chat
Hassan's
hates him.
take.
They just
Whoa.
watch him because that's what they do. It's just their routine. They just watch him every day. They don't know why.
Well, you guys were saying earlier that this guy claims centrism is like his political ideology.
Yeah.
You mean
Which
Oliver
would-
Anthony?
Yeah, which would stick him in like a completely different category than the
He's
idea
basically
that
a far
people
right
like him or
reactionary
sound
compared
like
to
him or
Hassan.
whatever.
Yeah, everyone likes his song. I don't want people.
I'm just saying he sounds better than Blaine's karaoke.
Yeah, see, you're just... It's okay. You grew up listening to some
It's okay,
barefoot
said-
with ringworm
Said the
plucking
guy who
on
gave
a
you the-
drum.
Guy talking to you when he gave you the shirt. It's okay.
It's good. Pretty good. Get it right, you
I'm not
bastard.
saying what the shirt said. I'm saying what he said.
He said pretty good. They fly Z's now? Does that mean they sleep?
I'll be back in a minute.
Finally,
now
now
that
that he's
he's
gone.
finally gone, we can talk about Fire Emblem.
We can talk about not Fire Emblem. I sat here for like 10 minutes while you guys were like...
Man, I try to keep that discussion short.
All you bastards sound like the teacher from from Charlie Brown every time you start talking about Fire Emblem.
Man, you think you weren't sounding like that when you talked about Richmond? I don't know shit about Virginia.
I just came in to be a subject matter expert.
Oh no, you're cool. You're cool. I'm shitting on Blaine, not you.
He's got a hookworm and he's proud. My grandpappy had the worm.
Like, did you
straight up identifies the problem and will attack the actual vectors of oppression. It's not
Vectors.
new. This isn't like a new.
I told you it's a word salad. He's just using words.
We got a new vector of racism coming in. We gotta watch out for this vector of oppression. We got 10-4.
Yeah, are you having any fun playing this game, Blaine, or are you just enduring it?
I'm enduring it a lot. There are moments of like, oh hey, something worked, or like I got a hit or I got a miss or something that I have like little bits of like serotonin where I'm like, yeah, I did it. But for the most part, it is just a grind.
That'd be happening more if he understood why any of it worked.
I mean, I get that there's numbers, and some numbers are bigger and some numbers are smaller, and the numbers represent chances of things to occur. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the chances are of something to occur if it either does or doesn't occur.
Is Armored Core going to be cross-platform?
It is on multiple platforms, but I don't know if it will be like cross-platform for play.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it is on. It's
Oh, I know
Bandai.
it is. I know it's multiple platforms, but
I just hope he beats this chapter soon.
Why do you hate this chapter?
it doesn't matter. As soon as Armored Core comes out, this thing's getting dropped like anybody,
No.
like the body of anybody who has incriminating evidence of the clip.
No, he can't let me be right. I said he couldn't do it.
It's true. He said that, and I said, "Fuck you."
You know, you would have been done like 3 times over by now if you just played the other one.
Look, I've been playing this game for 3 months. If I was addicted, I would know it by now.
The thing is, he's super close, I think. I don't actually remember how many chapters he has left. Probably only like 4 or 5.
He's been selling his soul, working at this game, overtime hours, and getting bullshit paid from YouTube. It's a damn shame.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking. That'll be my next short. That's what I'll do. I'll grab my tally and I'll write a song about fucking Fire Emblem. I'll put my voice where my mouth is.
Oh shit!
Damn
Alex
shame
got
what
to
streaming's
beat
come to.
Baldur's Gate 3. Alex, who did you marry in that game? I don't know how it works.
Streamers like me, streamers like you.
Alex, I need you to explain who you chose in that game to someone who doesn't know anything about that game.
Type of music or a new type of song. Plenty of examples of you know, coal miners getting f***ed over the boss, where the direction
he ran out of words,
sung in this exact same style, with this same
He got
voice
timed out.
inflection, turning
Where?
around and redirecting the anger at those who actually have caused their demise. Rather,
Does anybody know where his like speech pattern is traveled? Like I don't understand this argument.
So no, you don't
It
understand.
started out as saying people are used to this voice biting off this voice, but it's directed at the people that caused. Wouldn't that be good if you directed it at the people who caused it? Isn't that like the kind of the
No,
point?
he's directing it at the wrong people because he said he also doesn't like the lazy poor people.
His whole problem is he's white, people like it, and he made a comment about fudge rounds.
Yeah, no, it is literally just the fudge rounds comment. That
That's
is
so
the only
funny.
thing pissing him off.
Hassan Piker. Did you miss a cop vid? Not yet.
other than you know, random people that are also just as poor as this guy claims to be. You know what I mean?
And I don't think you know, but I know that you do.
What is the name of this guy? I need to find the lyrics.
What
Oliver
is the name
Anthony
of
is an
this guy?
Appalachian country artist.
Literally, it's in the
Tyler
video, I'm
Childers
sure.
And Zach Bryan. I mean, he's success. I mean, he will probably get very successful. He seemingly has that rural charisma. Weird question, but would you ever consider getting this guy on stream to chat about the issues he thinks about before Matt Walsh and his ilk get to him properly? I think Matt Walsh and his ilk have gotten to him already. I want to read the lyrics of the song.
He turned down
okay?
$8 million. He turned down $8 million.
Of North Richmond.
He turned down $8 million.
Yeah.
It's like
For
just
what?
a contract or
Allegedly.
something.
From who?
Somebody over there in Nashville. Some rich man north of Richmond.
Oh, fair enough.
That's pretty fantastic, though.
Yeah, honestly, just don't be a sellout.
Is the name of the song, I think. Wish I could just wake up and not be true, but it is. We are now political slaves to a masterclass of politicians that can never be charged, but his enemy will always be charged and never guilty. Living in the new world with an old soul, many people who wish to return to the simpler, more honest way of life fell out of place in modern society. These rich men of north of Richmond, D.C., Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think? Want to know what you do? Dude. Always so fucking funny to see Benjamin and Matt Walsh post like this.
It's like,
If Donald Trump was still president, and
not even that.
a
Even
song like this-
today, Hassan will say that like Democrats are useless, that they're not doing like progressive enough socialist things. Like he hates what they're doing, but he reads lyrics that say, "Man, they suck up there," and he won't be like, "Yeah, they do suck up there." Like, it's literally his message, just from a twang.
He just doesn't want to agree with anything that Matt Walsh might have agreed with.
A Fortnite
I don't
night.
like agreeing with
That
Matt
sounds
Walsh
terrifying.
either,
I also agree. I'm not agreeing with him, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like disagree with him. just for
it
the-
doesn't mean that Oliver Anthony agrees with him either. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah, like I said, he claimed centrism. Like again, I just don't like I just don't like the song.
Oh,
I'm fine with them.
Did you hear about what they did to him?
Who they?
Somebody doxed his YouTube playlist.
Really?
Yes.
What is it? Is it all Metallica?
No, but there's like two videos on there that are talking about how the Jews did 9/11.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, worth it.
The rich men in the tiny hats coming out next.
This knowing they would be scared to stop in a gas station from my rural hometown. Grew up in a rural town where average household income was $27K or something, and everyone complains about welfare and disability, but majority of people are on it. That's what I mean. It's like, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, because your dollar ain't, and it's taxed to no end, because of rich men north of Richmond. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. That's bars. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. I live in Section 8 housing in Detroit. My haters will not come for me. I mean, it doesn't matter where you live. The reality is most of your haters, or most haters online, are haters because they don't go out in the real world at all. They do not step foot outside.
Interesting words, Hassan.
You mean the real world where you think there's poor people that own houses?
The real world where
is that the real world you exist in?
The real world where he hides from Sam Piker.
Oh, where
The
he
haters
eats
won't
his.
actually come to you. This is literally him like trying to reassure himself right now. The haters
They
don't
won't come to me. They
Even if
won't do it.
Even
live on a steady diet of
if I
chicken
live in
tendies
Section
that
8,
mommy brings them,
still won't
and that's pretty much it. Because if they would walk outside and see the sunlight for the first time, or have to interact with another human,
The guy
they
is
would
literally
turn.
singing
They would
in
turn
the
into
outside.
a cloud of mist, pink mist, and dust. I love the Lord. We got folks on the
He's
street,
sitting
ain't
in
got
a-
nothing
he's
to eat,
sitting in
and
a
these
place
obese
in
milking.
nature that Hassan would never go.
The woods.
The woods.
Oh, what?
There might be snakes out there.
That's noises.
I mean, there could be snakes out there.
Noises in the woods.
Oh fuck! I won't go out there.
You ever seen
There's even
noodling?
rattlesnakes out in Farmville.
Man, you ever hear about rattlesnake?
Wait, no, it's not noodling. What's the snake one? Noodling is catfish.
You ever hear about the flesh snake? The flesh snake?
The flesh snake? What? What does it melt your flesh? What does it do?
No, you should watch Vita Carnis. It's pretty good. A little bit of analog horror.
Herping?
What?
I think it says herping. That doesn't sound. I feel like there was a funnier nickname for like just flipping rocks and looking for snakes.
No.
Herping for snakes in Wisconsin.
That's probably it.
Guys, people are herping for venomous snakes. Yeah. Run around your way.
Were they in Vegas?
God, did you get out of here, song?
Find play at Moxie Hotels.
Not a fan of that song.
Yeah,
Get an extra 20% off.
20% off at Kohl's, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Save on styles.
Hey everybody, Ed and I are in South Carolina for the very first time. Be a female.
Yeah.
Or the bands just aren't done.
Little salamander.
Venomous snake on this trip. This is fantastic. This is a cottonmouth.
Oh, this isn't as funny.
Pretty dumb. Not gonna lie.
It is true. No. There's a video that I found. There's a guy running around in fucking Crocs in the water, just flipping rocks looking for snakes. It's like, the hell's wrong
That
with
sounds
this
like more of
guy?
a Florida man thing, though.
Yeah, it's not okay that they had like.
It was like Alabama, I think. But yeah, same idea. Oh, by the way, amazing show today, Stu.
Thank you. It was really good. Alex Moore was. I don't know how long Alex Moore was there, but he was there at the beginning.
Did you? Why would you cross the bridge? We've been telling you, do not cross that bridge.
Don't cross the Rubicon.
Look,
Yeah.
I survived the
Lane.
bridge crossing.
Oh, now you're just gonna come back. Okay.
Yeah, I had to kill a guy. And now I'm back to get my heals.
That escalated quickly.
But now the death will come to you.
Yeah, exactly. The death will come to me and I'll kill it back. Actually, the death isn't moving. I don't think it noticed.
Maybe you got lucky.
See, I'll hide Hector in the corner because he's the weak little baby bitch.
That's actually, you don't want them there.
Why? Why would that be a bad idea to get him away from the people that are trying to kill him?
It's a bad idea.
I swear to God, none of this makes sense.
Because more people will come there trying to kill him.
This guy is about to destroy this village and destroy that warp staff that I wanted.
Well, I mean, you weren't moving her was the issue.
Well, yeah, but every time I did, you guys were like, oh, she's triggering the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, she's triggering the dark ones. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Welfare. Like, again, it hits on everything that I love. Okay, I'm serious. I love this song. I love this song because in many ways this is the most American song. Why? Because not only is he like LARPing as a poor guy, shitting on other types of poor guys, okay, asking the government to help poor people, but also simultaneously shitting on other poor people that are getting help and the
He
type of
rips
help
on
that
him
they're
once,
getting.
and this guy is like,
And also-
it's like the entirety of the song.
Yeah, it's like there's one lyric he hates. But to be fair, I do get this way about some lyrics.
Oh, he's right.
LARPing as a poor guy. Yeah, you didn't know that? He's not real poor. He has 90 acres
Do you
in
remember
Virginia.
the Taylor Swift song? I forget which one. It's like the gay one. You remember that?
No? Oh, I'm not a Swiftie.
It's very condescending, the whole song. It's just like making that sign. It must have took you all night.
I think you mean night.
Yeah, like that.
Are you sure it's Taylor Swift?
It was 100% Taylor Swift. But there's one lyric in it where it's like fucking I forgot what comes before, but it's like, are you okay? And it's just like, fuck off. Fucking literally concerned trolling in a song. Very annoying.
Imagine listening to Taylor Swift.
Guys, it was the one that came out during Pride Month like 4 years ago. I don't know what you want me to fucking say.
Tonight's the night that I don't know. I can't hear that word without thinking that lyric.
Also shitting on fat people, but you're fat. It's like, what do you mean? What
Is he
happening?
fat?
That fat though? He's not 5'3" and 300 and 500 pounds or whatever he says.
Is Oliver Anthony even like fat?
No, he's like average.
No.
Look at him.
That big.
He might be like t-shirt skinny, where like they wear a t-shirt and you're like, yeah, it's a pretty normal dude, and then they pull it off and you're like, wow, where'd that keg come from? But yeah, he's not like,
really not that big.
I would never call that guy
That's
fat.
average.
Unless he was like, hey, I'm trying to lose some weight, and I saw him looking like that a week later, I'd be like, dude, what's up, fatty? Like, come on.
Yeah.
You holding on to that?
5'3", 300 pounds. Or was that the song that described it? I don't remember.
A warning for Oliver Anthony. They don't think you know, but I know that you do. What does that mean?
American conservative?
If you have any social media presence at all, by now you've likely seen Oliver Anthony's breakout performance of a song he wrote titled Rich Men North of Richmond. The overnight sensation has been nothing but humble and grateful, and how he's wrestled with his instant success has only made him more endearing to his growing number of fans. After he went viral, he had to create a Twitter account. He chose the handle Ain't Got a Dollar, which is nearing 350,000 followers. Shortly thereafter, he announced, an Indian virtual assistant wrote this, not an AI. The way that the structure of this is, I have seen this many times from people who have hired virtual assistants and been like, hey, can you write me some copy for this? This is hilarious. But I have a warning for Oliver Anthony. The rich men north of Richmond are coming for you. Your rebuke of the ruling class has instantly become an anthem for millions who've had these emotions weighing on their hearts but couldn't find the words themselves. I'm pretty sure anyone who has his feet, like I said, I could read all of his lyrics on my Facebook if I just opened it up.
I was getting ready to say, I
looked it up.
Yeah, is it though?
I looked it up. The song is You Need to Calm Down. It came out Pride Month 2019. I remember because there was controversy because she's straight and it released during Pride Month.
They coming for you, booty.
Eat shit. You jump off a
Can't
tall
stand Taylor Swift.
one-story building.
I've jumped off 2-story buildings.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But Matt Pat said you would die if you did that.
Yeah, that's only true if you're not jumping into the grass, I guess. I don't know.
He said you would die if you jumped on the chicken nuggets. I don't know what he was smoking that day.
What the hell are you talking about?
It was the fucking chicken nugget video, dude. I hate it. I hate that I know this and then I watched that video.
I hate that you told me, so now that I know about it.
I can tell you that Northwest grass will catch you from a 2-story roof.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure that's true. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not questioning it when a dude jumps off the 2nd story and doesn't break all of his legs.
You think? See, Blaine thinks you don't know, but you know that you do.
You know that you do know, indeed.
Thanks for saying that. That was great.
Ooh, look at this. I'm not crossing the bridge. Pew!
It's like writing a song. It's like writing a song about how like gingers have no soul with that fucking beard. You know what I mean? Them gingers, they have no soul. If I had my way, they'd be hanging off the poles or something. It's like, why would you say that? You're ginger. Like, what? Why? Why are you saying that? This song is about rural consciousness, though. It's just about rural consciousness. Okay. What is that? There's this idea.
Does he not he doesn't again? Self-described socialist Hassan Piker, captain of class consciousness, has no idea what rural consciousness could possibly mean.
Doesn't mean anything, really.
What do you mean rural? People could identify by the place they are? No, you only identify by what your brain thinks is in your pants. Don't make no sense.
Yeah, we're like, if someone looks the part, fits the bill, and is like I don't even have. First of all, let me just say something. I don't think this is like.
Let you
as
just say
disagreeable.
something. That's what
I've been letting him say
problem.
10 minutes worth of something. I don't
Hold
even know
up.
what he did.
Wait a minute. Someone ain't right.
As the way Twitter is making it out to be. But that doesn't mean that like you can't, crack jokes about it. Okay? Especially when it's one of my trigger points, at least, when I see, like I've mentioned
Trigger
8
points.
times so far, when a poor guy or someone who is LARPing as a poor guy is shitting on other poor guys.
Why do you keep saying
It's just
LARPing?
so frustrating. It is supposed to build up the other poor guys and instill class consciousness rather than on a different kind of poor person. Having said all of that, there's also this idea that like possibly due to a tremendous amount of animosity from liberals towards like white people that are poor, country folk, people living in rural areas, right? That
Yes,
there's so much animosity towards like
Let it
those
build.
people from bicoastal liberals who are like, well, they voted for it, they should fucking perish or whatever. That people are hypersensitive to any kind of criticism. That anyone from Appalachia is.
I mean, is that so wrong? Like, people in California want to complain about taxes, but they voted for the taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Blaine,
did it.
Tell us about the taxes that you support.
You know that the reason your dollar has any value is because
because I'm taxed on it?
because you have to pay taxes in dollars. Yes.
That doesn't mean I have to.
You would really like
how that works.
Yes, it is, Stu. The reason, and you look at countries that fall, like Venezuela, is they start accepting not their currency for taxes, and the value of their dollar plummets.
What does that have to do with us and taxes?
Because
What does
my
that have
defense
to do
of
with me
taxes
not
is-
liking paying taxes? What does it have to do with you liking to pay taxes?
Because the fact that we pay taxes means that the dollars that we use to pay those taxes have value.
So
they
for
actually
fudge
mean
rounds,
something.
didn't you listen to the song?
Is what I'm saying. You can't have a good conversation about taxes with someone who thinks there should be 0 of them.
But who's gonna build the roads, Blaine?
It's not even a roads argument. You're just wrong. You'll figure it out someday.
So tired in the morning. I'm not.
You're gonna be tired? I'm waking up at 7 a.m. and ripping out 180 feet of laurel.
So, I've got to get my kids up for school. I got to get up. At
Oh, I got kids. I put my penis in my wife and made life, and now I have to take care of it.
3 times, thank you.
But taking care of the kids is a lot like taxes. It's got value in and of itself.
I chose.
Makes your work valuable.
I chose to have kids.
And you choose to stay in America. And I mean, you do choose to pay taxes. You could not pay taxes.
No, you can't.
You can.
I thought it was
You
failing
know
because
you
of
can't.
all
Come
the
on.
crappy decisions they make and not other things.
No, you just don't do it.
I'm not saying it's a one fault
Chad.
thing, but if you look at other countries that fail, it's because they stop taxing on their whatever
if you look
their
at other
currency
countries
is.
that fail, it's because they're not America.
It's because they're bad.
No. Also,
Chat, just so you know, this is what pro-tax people just say all the time. It's like no tax people in roads. But the economy.
But the economy.
It is the economy, stupid.
I love how this conversation turns the chat into Blades of big government, big tax asshole.
I can't even like say what I want to say because I have to defend the fact that fucking taxes are important, even though they fucking suck. they're necessary. It was like, all right, we're just gonna build the roads. And we're like, yeah, okay, someone else could take the road building, but the taxation is important because if you don't owe dollars, then there's no reason to have dollars. And when we get rid of all of the debt and we get rid of all of the dollars and they all go away, then we start making up our own random ass currencies that mean nothing.
Because everything that happened back in the 1800s would happen today.
If you were to pay off the national debt, yes.
Here's the real question. In Fallout 4,
just use Bitcoin.
Old world money has
Well, that's what I'm saying. You would turn to Bitcoin. You would use other random ass currency.
No, we gotta use Dogecoins. R.I.P. James.
No, we cannot use that. Fuck.
I mean, you could.
James
Wouldn't be
died this
good.
week, guys.
I'm not losing
Show
Did he?
some damn respect.
on Dogecoin.
Show some damn respect for the dead.
Yeah, my fucking wallet after investing in Dogecoin.
I did pretty well on Dogecoin, so
I love
I'll
that
show
meme.
respect.
Nah, fuck you.
A meme became
Thanks for paying
money.
for my Dogecoin, Mike.
A meme became money.
Thank you,
That-
MR, for your $250.
I mean, it is funny, but still, fuck.
Let the taxation and stuff.
If I literally never put money in that, I would be positive on all my accounts. Actually, I think I am even if I take that into account, but like, I'd be positive if I just never touched it.
Yeah, Gemini, James died of cancer this week. He went into surgery and didn't make it out.
Ugh.
Should have
That's
just not gone to
terrifying.
surgery then.
Yeah, you think that in hindsight. Oh, don't get into surgery then.
What an idiot!
Dude,
Getting
it's a dog.
surgery and shit.
You just don't put dogs through that.
We can let's call it out with a meme from the same time period. What exactly did James know that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton?
He was personally there smashing cell phones.
He didn't hodl. No, I did not hodl.
The bimbo eruptions.
Ooh.
So what I think you should do is not use Raven,
You sure?
but try.
No, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Nope.
A very bad idea.
That's a bad idea.
Lynn does good damage though.
Yeah, but Lynn can only hit this one that's already kind of weak.
Well, yeah. Well, might as well finish it off.
The dog didn't either. Yeah.
Probably save state regular crit on Jafar. Maybe. Look, I condone cheating.
I got this. Come on, Killing Edge.
43.
I don't know how you're gonna be able to beat this
Nah,
without
he didn't do
Serrano's.
it. You know, it's still really good damage.
Ooh, I survived the...
And he didn't get hit.
Can I do enough of a damage? No.
Um,
Can I do enough of a damage?
He could. I'm worried about the second one. So maybe regular crit with Raven. Oh, that also works. Damn.
Raven doesn't have... Oh, Raven's at a Killing Edge. Oh, Raven just killed with the Killing
shit.
Edge. Yeah, okay. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You just gotta use the, I guess Hawkeye's best accuracy weapon to kill that dude. And you're good. As long as there are no more in the area.
Yeah, I think it's just been the 3 each time that's been driving me nuts.
Did Alex ever explain who he was tapping in Baldur's Gate 3? Because I want to.
I wasn't looking, no.
I'm looking. White doesn't have to be Indian. What are you talking about, Alex?
The truth they don't want you to be aware of. Oh, Jamie, what do we got?
Another
Never.
shot of Dagoth brandy for me. Why not? That's good. Say, Nerevar, you ever notice how high elves make up 2% of the population, yet own 90% of the banks and ebony mines? I always thought that was strange. You know what else is strange? They always call the Nords anti-Altmeric, but they never say why. Anyway, did you hear the rumors about Crassius Curio? They caught him diddling some Argonian kids and then threw him in jail. Apparently had a private island off of the Gold Coast. Later found out the Emperor and many other members of the houses were involved as well. He apparently killed himself a month later in his cell at Fort Moon Moth with no witnesses around. Come to find out he had dual citizenship in the Somerset Isles. How peculiar. What's that? You want to know about the Oblivion Crisis too? I can't say much, but what I can say is I saw 5 dancing high elves right when the Oblivion gates opened. Probably Thalmor agents. Coincidence? I
That
think
was
not.
one of the
Look,
videos.
all I'm saying is Pellinor Whitestrake did nothing wrong. Oops, did I say that? Pardon me, you know how I get when I drink. Anyway, pass me that skooma pipe. You've been boofing that shit all day.
Boofing.
Boofing.
And you need this
We
done
need
by when?
Kanye to host the Oscars. I think he could do it.
You hate the Oscars?
I need Kanye to host the Oscars.
That's just a music video, Fats. What are you trying to do to me?
Get you banned, apparently.
Receiving, okay, especially in this community. But like, just because someone is from this area, or someone is genuinely poor, or someone is, a working class person, doesn't change the reality that they can't be.
You actually laughed out loud,
Of course they
MR?
can.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Why do y'all only highlight
All
Apple?
right, for the next week, we need nothing but Dagoth posting in the Discord so that MR can giggle more.
Well, on some hogs then. Y'all, how's this guy larving? It's normal. It's own hundreds of acres in the country. Y'all are being real armchair elitists right now. I straight up said that even if he was actually a rich person, it still doesn't change the reality. I don't give a how big of a area that he lives in.
Look out for minors.
Wait, but you did when your chat was telling you that it was worth $2 million, but now you're saying you don't care when somebody says you don't know what it means to actually own $2 million.
Look,
so which is it?
I'll be fair and say that he was also criticizing it before he thought he was rich.
That's true. Oh, shoot. All these guys are coming down.
I mean, you could just
I'm going to fly away.
take the house and then move up afterwards because you can do that.
Yeah. Visit.
Murdoch. That was
Just
Murdoch.
miners on an island somewhere. Folks in the street ain't got nothing to eat, and the old beast milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds.
This is so perfect. I'm sorry. You're a f***ing buffoon.
He's really laughing at the fact that he's calling somebody 5'3", 300 pounds. He's
not
like,
really
that
laughing.
person's silly. And then he's like trying to remember why like he needs to be mad at the song again.
That's the funny thing. He's not really laughing. It's so effective and forced.
Dude, I hate his laugh so much.
Boone, if you hear this and you're like, bars, okay, this is what the rural people feel like. Okay, well, they're fucking stupid then. Okay, I'm sorry. Whoever fucking believes this is dumb. This is awesome, but not in the way that I guess some people would appreciate it. I find it awesome for a different reason. Taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Like, what the? What are you saying? You can't on the one hand.
I mean, you can. What do you mean? What are you saying? We were able to like discuss like, okay, yeah, like there is some level that, you know, we have this in our society. We need to help people. At what point do you not? How do you yes, how do you no? Right? Does a food bank say no when you show up with a bunch of candy? No, they're probably going to say like, "Oh, thank you very much." And then they're going to hand it out. But should you?
Yes.
I don't know. It's a little bit different story.
Hand out the candy. Oh fuck.
That's not good.
Oh good. That was good.
Be like, we need more government assistance for the poor, and then simultaneously be like, but not that kind of government assistance. No fudge rounds. What are you, Michael
No,
Bloomberg?
that's not at all
what
what
the
he's
fuck is
asking
this?
Michael Bloomberg? That's the reference you're making, dude?
Yeah, Michael Bloomberg, don't you know? The great physicist.
You mean the guy who ran for president and didn't?
Miguel Bloombergo.
Yeah, the reference I want to drop for my fucking 15-year-olds in chat is Michael Bloomberg.
Everybody knows the Bloombergy.
4 years ago and didn't make it.
But yeah, no, Stu, like you're saying, like, what is the point of the lyric? What is he actually saying there, right? He's saying, this person's fat and lazy, and my taxes are paying for them to still be fat and lazy. Yeah. Like, address that.
He's asking for the government to look out for minors for, like, safety reasons. Right?
I mean, yeah, wasn't he hurt in a mine?
I don't know, but...
No, he's told his life story before, and it's like, no, I was, like, got a head injury, went on disability, and then had to go back to work.
Yeah.
So he's familiar with the handout system that we have.
Yeah, very much.
So, yeah, I can get it. But rather than, like, even address that, is just laugh at it.
Well, he doesn't know. That's that's why he's ignorant, right? I mean, Hassan.
He ignorant.
It is ignorant.
No,
I'm glad Tyrannus is watching the Bijo stream right now. Instead,
sounds like windshield wipers.
Dude, she's great. You don't even know.
I don't know, apparently.
You don't.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I thought it was refreshing because Serranos was talking about food that he liked. And it was like, it's so nice to hear Serranos sound so happy. Because normally he's in
Just wait for you. Dude.
I don't like this.
It's funny.
Oh, I hear the beeps.
That was me.
Welcome.
I'm surprised
There he is.
One beep in a
Fuck you, Stu. I don't like your food. Whatever food you like, I don't like you.
Whatever food you like, I don't like you. Fucking, we got Yukon Cornelius in the chat now. I'll eat what you like, and you like what I eat.
I don't like sushi.
That was the hardest lyric ever.
I don't like sushi either.
I don't like sushi.
Okay, that's a little weird.
If you like
What
sushi,
part of the
you're
sushi?
weird.
You
The fact
like
it's
rice,
cold.
right?
You don't like the fact that it's
fish.
cold?
I like my fish cooked.
I mean, you could just eat it warm.
Well,
Microwave sushi.
we can get real pedantic and say that sushi literally means vinegared rice. So anything that you stick on a little piece of rice and serve is sushi. So you could do chicken fried
I don't
sushi.
eat cold rice.
Yeah.
That's definitely
enjoy
something I
sushi
don't
then.
eat.
Yeah, I'll enjoy some pedantic sushi, please. I'm doing it.
He's moving Merlin, oh boy.
Pop a new save.
He has an idea.
You know who has
He's
this?
thinking.
You know who has this attitude? You know who has unironically tried to make policy around exactly what he's saying? Michael fucking Bloomberg, who also was a Republican, by the way. Okay? So, miss me with this bullshit. Also, he's on Short Kings, which I don't like either.
Does he remember?
We're talking about different Michael Bloomberg?
Are we talking about different Michael Bloomberg?
No, because one literally ran for presidency, and I don't know.
Bloomberg was a Republican, I think, decades ago. Not when he was mayor of New York City.
Presidential campaign.
Oh, Trump?
That was 2020.
Michael Bloomberg?
I don't know another one, though.
I think you're fucked.
Voice
here.
sounds like you. I think your brain is broken.
These rich men know the rich men have total control.
Again, like who does I'll give you another example. His only anger with the rich men of Richmond is that they care about pedophilia and defending pedophilia more than they care about uplifting poor people, but then targets welfare policies, turns around and then says the only thing that they're doing is they want to know what you think, they want to know what you do. Lord knows they just want to have total control. But then he's in his perfect world. He dreams of a world where like he gets to dictate the terms of welfare, who gets it, and also what they can purchase with it. Which ironically is just.
I don't know if he knows what
American
ironically is.
consciousness,
Maybe he needs to listen to the
now
Atlanta Sports
a
Fest.
goal.
You don't think he gets irony as a thing?
No. I think he...
No, Son has 70 IQ. He doesn't really get anything.
I mean, he gets all that money at the top of the.
Yeah, that's true. Because all his fans also have similar IQ.
But they get the money.
Because he's not fat like Oliver Anthony.
Oh, he needs to get fat.
Dude, it was so funny that entire chart had to be like zoomed out so you could see the guy at the top.
that IQ income graph.
Otherwise, it would have shown a big bell curve.
I was just gonna say, you don't actually want to attack these guys.
Why not?
Because they will heal.
Yeah.
And then it didn't matter. You literally did 1 hit of damage for 2 hits, and then you got hurt.
To not necessarily uplift anybody, really. Not even yourself, mind you. Okay, not even yourself, not even your neighbors, but instead to implement a level of control to the people that you feel are opposing you in
He's
the political
reading a
process.
lot into this.
We don't even care about like fucking healthcare. We don't care about any of that. We don't care about social safety nets. We only care about making sure we own the other side.
Now he's hit
Implementing
the
the same
talking
level
points.
of control that I feel is being implemented on me by those, by the
Hassan
pedophiles
has
on
no
the
idea
other
what he's
side.
talking about.
He's got a Discord that feeds him the talking points that he's staring at now.
Hassan, sir, there are like 5 people in your chat who sell their EBT food so they can donate to you.
Oh gosh, the fact that I'm not questioning if that's real and only wondering how many of them there are is the real problem there. Like,
It's so
damn.
funny though.
So fucking true.
Man, I'll be getting those food stamps next year. Oh yeah.
That's another like wild part about the tax part is just like what are you talking about? If the people you're talking about are just like making no money, well, they're trust me, they're not getting taxed either. Is in many
They are making money.
If you make money, you
from
get
the government.
taxed.
Yeah, the fuck are you talking about?
Just ask Blaine.
Not really. Like you have there are people who make money but don't get taxed.
Yeah.
I want to be one
Depends
of
on
those.
your income, I guess.
You
if
want to
wanna
be
say
one of
that,
those?
yeah.
Okay, work a day a week.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you could still get taxed even if you get a tax return that's bigger than how much
True.
you got taxed. Yeah,
Oh,
you're still
you're
gonna
just
be.
talking
You're still
about-
getting taxed.
That's
You're
what
talking
I
about
think.
withholdings? What are you,
Taxed.
silly? Make your withholdings 0.
The fuck?
What do you mean the fuck?
I don't want to have to give them all that money at the end of the year.
You would rather give the government
It's
your
the
money
same money.
throughout the year
Yes.
and
It's
then
the
get a
same
little
money.
bit back rather
Yeah.
than have all of that money in your own hands and pocket that you can make interest on and then pay them whatever they want at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, you're losing out on 5% every
I
year
don't care.
basically.
I don't care.
Okay. If you don't care, that's fine.
Basically, you loan the government money.
Guys,
I'm giving them a
missing out on
0%
5%
loan.
Of like $300. Very sad.
Well, we know who's not going to be a rich man north of Richmond.
He's not even north of Richmond, so no, it doesn't count.
If you're rich, you can move north of Richmond.
I'm
like
north
Blaine.
globally of Richmond.
Yeah,
We're
can
looking
we
at the
pull
lat
Google here
lines.
and figure
Yeah,
out what's
Blaine is north of Richmond. That checks out.
You want to pull up Google
It
Earth
checks
for us,
out.
I want to see where Richmond is on the equator.
It is at 37.5 north.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Thank you.
Wow, that was autistically quick.
I was Googling it while we were already talking.
Oh, okay.
Blaine is well above that, I can tell you what.
Yeah, what am I, 47, 49? $47.6. Look at
I was
that.
gonna say 49 is Canada, right?
It's gotta be.
Wait, are you just barely north?
No, he's easily north.
What do you mean
by 10.
barely north?
10. Can you do math? Did they teach you math in school?
Public school.
Is
Yes,
37?
I'm only 10 degrees north.
37 less than 47?
Is it?
Poor kid doesn't know.
No, I genuinely didn't hear.
You don't know.
Yeah, I'm 47, and it's
Let's see,
bigger than
there
37.
is Virginia.
So here's
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
U.S.
south of it. We're good.
lat lines. Okay. In 10 degrees, you go across like. I mean, that's the entirety of the coast, right? Half the coast right there, in those 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 49, right? That was the Canada. Did you look that up? Because I'm pretty sure it was the 49th parallel.
You're thinking
Yep,
the
49th parallel.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, I'm
which one's the
pretty
Korean?
sure...
Is this talking about Korea now?
That's what I'm trying to think.
My days back
No, that's
in
a
Korea.
38. That's the 38th
That's what we're talking
parallel.
about, 38.
The Korean parallel is the that's the Virginia parallel.
Exactly.
That's north of Virginia.
The rich men north of Pyongyang.
We're learning lat lines now. Yeah, this is all inclusive educational corner.
Dude, we gotta know.
It was very soulful.
I know.
What's 69?
I think it's what
That's
Kanye
Jack
was.
Murphy
69 is like way up there. It's
Probably
like
middle of the ocean.
around the... That's like around the Arctic Circle. It's like Greenland.
Are you sure about that?
Here's 69 north, 69 west. There appear to be some houses here,
Okay.
and it is
I bet you they're nice houses.
They're like huts.
yeah, everybody's tiny village owns a home. Yeah, because you die otherwise. What's it called? Pangnertung?
Pangnertung.
Oh, 69, negative 69, yeah.
Oh, I did 69 north, 69 west, so yeah. What's 69 east?
Yeah, 69 East is in North Russia. It's like Usk Yerby.
Wow. The big chunk of Russia that they can't do anything with.
Yep.
Oh, they can send people there.
That's so funny.
You
Those
know what
borders
they can't
are
do
weird.
there? Same thing you can't do in any communist state. Grow food.
You can't grow any food there.
Respects, identical to what we watched yesterday from Erie, Pennsylvania, of the Trump rally that the More Perfect Union guy went to. And he talked to these people who were so close to getting it, right? But yet were so far away. Also, why does the man have a tree blind where he records music? I mean, I think that's a deliberate choice. He just like, I assume this is his own property where he hunts as well.
I'm pretty sure you guys were telling me, or was it somebody else was saying on their stream that this video? Oh, it was it was Words of Paradise when Leon was going through the song. The video where he's playing the Gretsch guitar and singing is another band that was like, "Hey, come use our studio land and we'll film a video for you."
Yeah, I heard that there was like somebody else's. It was either like a band or a producer or something like that who just.
Yeah. And because his video is like the one that's like him at like a county fair or something. And the camera's just kind of being held on a cell phone walking around him. That's the one that went viral. And this is the one that's like the produced one that they were like, hey, come actually sing that song.
That's cool.
He's shitting on his target audience in the song. I love it. Also, there are no rich people who live in the South, Lamau. Anyway, I don't even know enough about.
That's what should be your entire video. I don't even know enough. End it.
We got it.
Figured it out.
History of like bluegrass, folk. I just know that some of the major artists from prior generations that did like old forms of country were absolutely in the exact opposite side.
Get Fanatec if you want to do sim driving.
I love that he thinks that everybody was just like Willie Nelson.
Is that the comparison he's making? Is Willie Nelson?
That's what I think he's doing.
That's kind of hilarious.
Check the inventory of that. Yeah.
It's got one Berserk left.
Okay, we just gotta have him miss one more, and you live. You're good.
The real
Here, I'm gonna save this because I think I can I think I can bust through.
The thing is, that's dangerous, and you don't need to risk it. But you can. Doesn't matter.
Do I not? I was thinking I could bust through and just kill it.
You probably could.
But then I'd be weak. I'd be exposed. I just want to see if I can.
Guys like this, where they would advocate against the carceral state. They would talk about the history of like labor militarism, militant labor, and its benefits, and cops and Pinkertons and whatever that was in their way that truly stopped them from.
The Pinkertons were.
No, I
like
mean, I'm asking him, Hassan. Do you know what a Pinkerton is?
Oh, I see.
They are because they are still around, and like it's a meme that they're still around.
Is it?
Yeah, remember they were
Pinkertons,
called
I
on
think,
the
are still around.
they were called on the Magic the Gathering card guy.
Whoa, they were literally Pinkertons?
Yes, they were literally Pinkertons.
I thought that was like a joke that like they sent the Pinkertons.
No, they sent the literal Pinkertons to their house.
Oh my gosh, that is I mean, I would hope that Hassan knows who the Pinkertons are, just being progressive at all online, that he would need to know, like, oh, they're defending them like the Pinkertons defended the corporations. Like, you need to know at least that much of the story. But I swore, when I was listening to all of the Leon videos and everything about going and getting that card, I thought they were just like, they sent the Pinkertons, like it was a joke. Like, oh yeah, like they sent
Like
enforcement.
literal Pinkertons.
That's great.
Yeah, that's
I want to
awesome.
hire the Pinkertons for something now. How much are they?
Probably too much.
Achieving results.
I'll take their
that they wanted
recruits.
To. They talked about indigenous. They talked about giving autonomy to indigenous peoples and things like that. And now, obviously, this version of country music
All right,
has.
just remember, he
turned
started this
into
off by saying he
the-
doesn't know anything about bluegrass, and now he's saying this is what it was all about. All the themes were about.
Yeah.
Because he knows what it's about. Because he saw somebody else talk about it.
Look, he might not have known, but he knows.
If he knows, he knows.
He knows that you know that he knows.
And now he knows.
I don't think you know.
I don't know.
very same commodity that you
They're still armed,
experience in every
usually?
other facet of your lives, where it's just like it's not necessarily about any kind of real labor action because we're so far removed from that. And therefore, all you got to talk about is how pissed off you are at some libtard for being gay and wanting to make your children gay. If coal companies hadn't ravaged his hometown
right.
and there was still a strong...
I mean, wouldn't you be?
And then he goes, what about the coal companies? That's what he's saying when he says, look out for miners.
Yeah, look out for me. They got hurt in the coal mine.
Yeah.
It just like me.
They just like me.
They just are me.
What
Okay, what'd you say? One more fire too? Bingo.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Let's sit right here for a second.
Take the...
Hassan knows all, sees all. He was only pretending to be retarded. I just imagine him like ending stream and then just like standing up. Like what is the what is that movie? Spoilers for whatever this movie is.
Oh, yeah.
What movie is it? Because I do want to avoid spoilers.
I'm looking it up before I say anything. No, not that one. This is the end? Maybe.
Junior, what if knowing all and seeing all, and that's the side effect?
No, not This Is the End.
Is it Donnie Darko?
I don't.
I love that movie.
Maybe?
Best movie.
No. God, this search queue is not not useful.
True. Is it Kanye? Life of
Is it Lord of the Rings?
No. Oh well, I don't even remember what it is, so I guess I can't spoil the movie if I don't know the title. Like the whole movie, there's a guy in a wheelchair who's like retarded and can't do anything, and everybody's having to take care of him, and there's all these terrible things. No, not Misery. But there's all these things that are happening around him, and no one can figure out like who's the cause of it. And then like the end of it, he just like straightens up and like stands out of the chair because he's been like faking it the whole time. But I don't remember what that is. I just remember this scene of this guy who's like going around in a wheelchair and then just like straightening everything out, and it's like creepy.
Is the issue that's real?
That's real. That like there's a murderer who pretends to be a retarded wheelchair-bound man.
Oh, okay. He wasn't a murderer, but he was like a live streamer that faked being in a wheelchair, and then like one day he just stood up on stream.
I just pretend that Hassan's sitting there in his chair doing a stream, so then he hits end stream with like his weird hand, and then he straightens out and like goes and makes his own nuggies. Like his rises.
His favorite part of the day is straightening out in front of the camera that's turned off.
Yeah,
Texas Chainsaw.
He really just can't afford the time lost by going to the door to get the nuggies for DoorDash guy.
Oh my god.
Rain Man.
Rain Man.
What left is he just has zero class consciousness. Yes, he's also removed, like
I mean, you gotta
at
move
least a
more on this
couple
story.
decades
He's way too
removed from
close to
any
that
kind of class consciousness being instilled upon him, because there is nothing there.
There
This
is
why
nothing
I
there.
always talk about the secondary reason for labor unions to exist, because it's not just about collective bargaining. It's not just about collective action. It's not about getting fair pay and benefits. It's also about a collective consciousness where you can instill class consciousness upon your fellow working class individuals, even if you don't necessarily recognize it and you're voting a certain way. And when you rob it, when you steal that, when you take that history
there's
away
so
from
much
people,
nothing he's saying
and when
right
you
now.
refuse to educate them, then all they got is
Join a union.
What is the refusal?
He just sounds so stupid the way he's talking.
What is the refusal to educate?
And if you take that away, they just don't know. They don't know how they're supposed to feel.
Have you ever in your life been able to teach somebody something when they didn't want to know anything?
Yes.
Yeah, like the person's just gonna stare at you and just like hope you go away.
Yeah. They're not gonna take in any of that.
They're like, yeah, okay.
Oh, you're right. You know what? You're the perfect example, Blaine, because you're not absorbing any of this shit.
Yeah, exactly. You guys keep trying to teach me Fire Emblem all the time. You know exactly what it's like.
He just wants to get it over with. He doesn't care how many hours it takes him, so he could have learned how to play the game and got it done 20 hours ago.
Well, probably at least 5.
He was meant for himself. It worked out. Okay, I've got a...
you got a crit.
I got a very obvious example right in front of him.
Workers of all kinds are stronger.
I know,
when they
I've seen
stand
this,
together.
yes.
Your millionaire boss will never understand your struggles. Take up arms against fascists.
I just forgot
Ladies,
slept.
if your husband ever puts his hands on you, kill him in his sleep.
Actually, let's all be nice to the billionaires and police officers. If you don't like it here, you should leave.
It's like it's
That's
not
where he
even
got
just
all
that,
of his
it's
education
also
about what country's about. That one clip.
Oh, that
and he's like,
is
"Oh, I'm
old
an
country
expert
versus
now."
new country.
He came out of the Matrix and he looked and he said, "I know kung fu.
I know country music.
I understand now. It was always about Gandhi.
I am
Did you say all right? I could hear it in your voice.
long
What?
overdue. I've got to go I've got to get up in not enough hours
I'm sorry to hear that. Please go to sleep.
to get kids ready for school. Get these kids ready for school.
Yeah.
How can you get to these children?
I shouldn't have even come on, but I had to because they were talking about
Country.
Richmond.
What are you talking about, Richmond?
and I needed to make jokes about taxes on Blaine's channel.
I like this new meme. Well, this is going to be the most tax education anyone will ever have.
This is gonna
to
be
a
the
stream
best
that's themed
lore.
around anime and Fire Emblem.
This is gonna be the best lore.
It's like those videos with Subway Surfers on the background while they're just talking or playing podcasts and shit. The stupid TikToks.
Like CS surfing.
Yeah.
Like fucking Leafy videos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, the difference is with Leap. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna argue that.
What were you about to say there?
I realized that they might not be that different as I was saying it.
All right, I'm out. See you
Yeah.
later, guys. Fuck you, Serranos.
Fuck you too, Stu. Go eat some cow fart.
Anyway, now that he's gone, y'all remember Murdoch showing up? I like that.
Yeah, we've seen that like 5 times.
I know, but we haven't seen it enough.
I'm sure we won't see it again because Blaine's not gonna just like lose and just like decide it's unwinnable from the save point.
I've got a save state that's pretty close to this.
Oh, Blaine,
so-
Blaine, you gotta get Bartra to promoted rank 5 right now. You gotta do it. You
Just
gotta do it.
you
You
gotta
don't got a
do
choice. We gotta do it.
What else was I do in my life if I don't Bartra?
Gotta get Bartra to rank 5. Promoted. So you can get Carla. Do you want Carla? Everyone wants Carla.
Who's Carla?
Bartra's wife. Future
What?
wife.
She just kind of hangs out anytime I've seen her. She's like, "What's up?" and then like leaves.
Well, yeah, because you can't recruit her yet.
Or like
you won't be able to.
Bartra
You don't get
dies and he's
Bartra
like,
to rank 5.
"Carla, I love you."
No, at rank 5 they fight in a coliseum, and then like when he doesn't die from
Mute
the fight, she's like, "Oh hell yeah!" Why mute me? The fuck?
All right, we got to finish this off, and then when we do, I'm peacing because I wasn't kidding when I said I have to wake up early and we're getting rid of almost 200 feet of laurel. I hate hedges.
Well, you better win.
I better win.
Oh, redirecting the anger that you feel towards your fellow countrymen.
I'm gonna
who
go play
have,
some Fire Emblem
the
myself.
exact same interests, who have the,
Also
the
probably go to
same,
bed early.
who have the same exact interests in the workplace.
Looks like Raven's taking an early nap.
Why did he die?
Because he takes like 30 damage from that.
Yeah, we told you to keep him away from the mages, but you wouldn't listen.
Have who stand to gain the most from having from unifying an action in some capacity. Oh wow! I mean, yeah, we've already covered Pete Seeger. I've played many times over. Obviously, I mean, this is one of my favorite things is Alexa singing old Pete Seeger and also old communist songs from all around the world with his guitar. Why is Pete Seeger not talking about obesity and welfare queens in this? This is mid, okay? Let's just say it. Let's be real. It's mid. Why? Because he's not talking about welfare queens or his truck and how fat his truck is and how, he loves fishing and drunk driving. I don't really understand that. Yeah, where the fudge rolls at is what I'm saying. This doesn't speak to your common experience, your shared experience, and therefore it's mid. Unlike that other guy who is speaking to what the rural folk really want and really feel. I hope you guys understand my perspective a little bit better here.
I've been selling my soul, working all day.
Your perspective's stupid.
Pay.
Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game.
Is that the end of it?
Like this part of the
There's
song
a new
is
Saw. There's
Yeah,
another
Saw
one
X.
coming.
They're making X now.
How many carbs are in this fudge roll? Let's see.
Oh, so fucking many, dude.
It's a fudge round.
Maybe it's a roll on the inside.
It is one cookie is 39 carbs, 250 calories. But it has 2 grams of protein.
That sounds like all the nutrients I need in a day.
But I mean, basically, if you find another way just to get some like vitamin C, E, and D, like you'll be set. Just eat one of these cookies and take some pills.
And you're good. Just the packet, not the noodles. Just the packet.
Understandable.
Wait, eat a packet of ramen?
The ramen packet, like the spices and shit.
Oh yeah, get your minerals in that way. That's a
Yeah.
good way to get some electrolytes.
I did something crazy. I bought like
if it was crunch up the noodles and eat them like popcorn with the powder as a seasoning, then it's not super crazy. But
no,
I'm listening.
I just bought like 24 of those ramen things for $8.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cheap now. Until I get on that EBT, I gotta be cheap.
So until you qualify.
Till I qualify. But
You
Jesus
have-
Christ, there's so much fucking sodium in it.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I
There's
just had
lot
a
of
few
salt.
sips
Drink,
of the soup
drink
and then
lots
threw
of
it out.
water.
Like I couldn't even finish it, dude. Just ate the noodles and like a little bit of the soup. Left it all else alone.
You know, he gets it. He gets that part, but then he just deviates away from it and goes to very, very silly places. Like he starts talking about the top of the hour ad break and how it's f***ed up that a socialist is serving it supposedly for Jeff Bezos, and you know what I mean? You don't get some think tank wrote their lyrics. Okay, I don't think it's like that, dude. I think this is
Saw 10, Saw X coming
True.
out September 2023. So
I'm glad Hassan is like,
Looking
no,
forward to
it's not some weird conspiracy. This dude's not a plant.
it's weird to hear him say it though.
It
You're
is.
like, yeah, I know,
Just a little
but
bit. Nice. See, this is what we were telling you.
probably not. And it's not necessarily the rich men that f***ed him over. It is the rich men of Richmond, north of Richmond, are only f***ing him over in the sense that they're like trying to control the way he thinks and change his attitude about certain issues, right? Yeah, no think tank wrote fudge rounds, chatter.
No,
He's
you
an
gotta
industry
restore
plant.
Raven.
no think tank wrote fudge rounds.
I mean, he's probably right.
I've got double restores, don't
Okay,
worry.
good. Because Berserk is the one you gotta worry about.
Right. Right.
He'll fuck you up faster than a pound cake on a Jimmy stack.
Fuck did you say? Pound cake on a Jimmy stack?
You're welcome.
It sounds insensitive, I would say.
Yeah, you know, thinking about it, that could probably be taken a little racist. A little bit racist.
It's a little bit of racism there, you know? Just a little,
Yeah,
bit,
a
of
little bit.
racism. Okay. Attack. Steel swords.
I mean, still. Yo, give 5 subs if you fly out to DC tonight and go to Smash Con tomorrow. I'm good for it, says Swoogity Bird. Chat gives the game away and they never go outside and talk to real people and they say this guy's a plant. Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately he's just, I mean, it is real. There's a lot of people who feel this way. That's why his songs will be very popular. Okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Like,
that's exactly
you know,
what's going to
It'll be
happen.
highlighted by the likes of Matt Walsh and he'll pop off because there's like a desperate need for right wingers to also listen to art that they feel represents their values, right? There are plenty of people who have these kinds of opinions. He's not a plant. He's just getting boosted by people who are paid by billionaires to subvert class consciousness, who don't even do it intentionally. They just do it as second nature at this point. Don't you think calling someone a right-left winger is divisive? What? What do you mean divisive?
He means
Even if it's
divisive. What do you
I don't give a
mean?
Okay. Yeah, sure, it's divisive. How am I supposed to contextually define an entire group of ideologies that you can group under one umbrella? That's just how
Maybe
language
you
works.
shouldn't.
I feel like a lot of people come in here.
Yeah, maybe there's more than just right and left. Maybe you could look at the class consciousness of the song. Even I can do that and just think that it's not super useful
I'm
and that
glad
you
they're
should
all
focus
saying
on better
class
things.
consciousness now, like it's a defined term. Actually, it
Yeah.
probably is. Let me look it up.
And they're like, let's redefine language here to cater to my interests. And it just doesn't make any sense. If we're talking From a semantics perspective, yes, it is divisive. It is intended to divide into subcategories that you can easily define. It's not going to be 100%. You canceled that guy earlier simply for saying he wants to cave your head in. It's clear you're suppressing thought from the right. I know.
I looked it up.
It's a bit divisive of me to...
Yeah, you looked up class conscious?
It is a Marxist term, meaning you know what your class is, what your class interests are, and like, that's pretty much it.
You got it.
Yay, Hassan citing Karl Marx. Woo.
Well, but he doesn't understand it. That's the problem, right? It's
probably.
like, it's so, it's clear. You're like, we're talking about like the guy's class of being poor in this area and having other people who are poor but not working hard that are stealing, with that line that he keeps wanting to repeat, they're taking money but they're not working for anything or even trying to.
Yeah, he's just ignoring that part of it, though. He's just like, why are you shitting on other poor people?
Why are you shitting on the fatties?
It's like,
aren't you fatties?
He's like, you're shitting on these people, but like, you're just like them because you're nothing but your class.
For example, ban someone who was fantasizing about murdering me in my home. Two of the most leftist events in U.S. history happened in an Appalachian mining town. Yeah. Whoa, that's a crazy reach roll. I really like you. No, you weren't here for that. I'm talking about what happened earlier, and then the defense that someone in the chat ran for that guy who was like, "Wow, you're trying to build an echo chamber in here because we banned a guy who." Anyway, here's what Matt Walsh said about the song. The main reason the song resonates with some people is...
Where did that line of thinking go?
Didn't you?
Yeah, you're trying to say that we were trying to create a thing that's so You see that Matt Walsh, like, he just kind of like faded off.
Isn't political. It's because the song is raw and authentic. We are suffocated by artificiality. Everything around us is fake. A guy in the woods pouring his heart over his guitar is real. First of all, that's not even true.
He said Israel!
Oh, shit.
He said it. He said Israel.
This is quite literally fake in the same way that you would consider any other version of this to be fake. Dumbass.
How is
this fake?
$3,000 microphone in the woods to film this, okay?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know the story.
He knows that we know that he doesn't know.
Which is exactly where he wants us to be.
Obviously, it's fake from that in that regard. It's just that's how
it's fake
all
because it's a
this
staged
kind of media works.
musical.
It's fake in the same way that like I'm sitting in my living room talking to you.
Oh my God, guys!
Most music is essentially computer generated. Movies are CGI. The news is fake. Most of what you see on social media is fake. AI, Photoshop, deepfakes, etc. We crave authenticity because we don't have nearly enough of it. It's hilarious that some deranged MAGA freak listened to Iron and Wine and decided to do a shitty knockoff version laced with unhinged right-wing resentments, and you're clapping over it like seals as if it's the most brilliant music ever created. Listen to the original. No, Matt, it's resonating because it is political. Don't soften it. The common people have a clear enemy, and this ginger identifies them without holding back, which is refreshing. This fella also wails a good note and picks good
fella
good too. So people
yeah,
like it.
Whoever said fella, you're silly.
Yeah. He's just reading unhinged Twitter rants. Like they mean anything.
Oh man, it's like let's see, UHF.
It's weird because the thing about Twitter rants is you can't judge it by what they're actually saying. You have to judge it by how they feel when they're saying it.
This is people looking at Twitter.
What are you doing?
This means something. This is important.
So the giant fucking mashed potato mountain. This means something.
This is Mount Fuji.
God, I love that movie. That's why they're called Twidiots. El Twidioto. Can I kill this guy? No. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'll do it with this guy. Or this guy. There we go. What? 71's a miss. What a sad
But yeah,
day.
you're attacking with a worse weapon. You know how it goes.
Yeah, but I figured a 71 would still at least hit. The worst weapon doesn't give you, like, lower chance of impact, does it?
Yeah, it gives you lower chance of hit.
But it's not lower than what it says, right?
No, it's actually higher than what it says.
Okay.
But you still miss twice.
Yeah, I got that part. I saw that one. I witnessed it, actually. So I pull back and let what's his face just eat it all, or do I run way farther forward? I should probably pull back. And use my elixir. Is there a Wednesday stream? We have to celebrate my timid wife speaking, staying #1. As far as I'm aware, there's going to be a Wednesday stream. Can't think of a reason there wouldn't be one. Do you have a reason I shouldn't do one? Okay, Iron Axe and that guy. And phew! Fly, my queen. And Lynn coming down to the mountains, maybe? Yeah, and give her the, keep her with the bow. Have her come down here. Also, Rooter being #1 with his ED. You mean the ending or the ED in the show? Which is it? The killing edge misses.
Doesn't Rudy, like, sexually abuse people? I don't like that.
Yeah, isn't he like a pedophile because he's old-brained but young-bodied?
Yes. But also, like, I'm not going to hate people for liking the show. I just don't like it.
It is funny, though, because that's what, like, anytime that we make laws around, like, ages and consent and any of that, that's really what we're getting down to is, like, the mental capacity of something.
Yeah.
But the isekai brain swapping brings you into that weird, like...
It's like people just
But
have...
what do you do?
That I feel like is pretty weird.
People get excited about it in an unhealthy way, for sure.
Yeah. It's like, do you understand why age of consent matters?
Most people don't.
Apparently. But again, like, who cares?
But a lot of people are dumb kids, and who cares what they think?
Yeah.
They aren't allowed to
At the
make
end of the day,
decisions.
it's just a show I don't like. Who cares?
Yay, I dodged the eclipse.
The 0-hit eclipse. They really don't want to actually go down.
Oh, man. If I had a berserker.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit, there she is.
It's her. She got a scar on her face.
Get her ass.
Should I talk to her?
Yeah, with Hector, but you got to kill the other ones.
Oh, okay.
That's why you stay away from the wall.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she a red unit.
She's the one up top.
No,
What does
no,
this
no,
look
no,
like?
no, 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 no.
Not good.
Very bad.
No,
Very.
no, no. Oh, no, no.
She was the boss of one of the previous maps.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't kill her. To the point where the game was like, yeah, we gave her a lance with plus 15 in every stat, so don't kill her.
Oh, that's right. She did have that crazy weapon.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
I'm glad Alex is already simping for her. I do not disapprove.
I do not disapprove of this message.
But if you want a strong girl boss with a scar, look no further than Reyna from Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright.
Why does this guy have 51 health? God, what are you doing with all that?
Let me pull her up. Give me a sec.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you do? Doodly do. It sounded so fake. Let me pull her up. There's something about the tone of your keys just sounded like
type slow.
It's not even that you were typing slow. It just sounded like you were. I got it. I'm gonna hack the mainframe.
There you go. Pull that up.
I've got a keyboard here. I could fake it.
It's just up.
Pull that up. Pulling it up. 10 seconds. Got it.
Just pull up the photo. It's like right.
Why am I so zoomed in?
Oh, you missed it. It's on. It's like, yeah. There it is.
Why is this photo so tiny?
Weird. Just zoom in, I guess.
Can I make you bigger, photo? Does this help? Does this help?
No.
How do I see this? Why? Why is that so shitty?
Right. Delete it. I'll pull up a different one.
No, I got it. I'm coming in. I'm moving in. Oh, I'm too close.
Fuck. Okay, just give me a minute. Just go back to game.
There was no new tab selection, Serranos. It was one of those weird web P things or whatever where you right click on it and it says open link in new tab, window in new tab, or a new window, but it's all link. I can't open the image. You just want to open that link in a new tab? Nah, that's not how this shit works.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Enhance? Fire Emblem. Yeah, fine. Here's your
English or Japanese. Which one?
Here you go. Here's your image.
No, English or Japanese, Blaine. I'm pulling this up.
I don't know. Who is this person and why am I looking at them?
They are a very strong female girl boss warrior with a scar on her face, just like Alex likes, but I like them more than Beta. This is what Alex wanted, and this one is much better.
Got it.
I'm gonna give you Japanese.
You are the prettiest girl in Brooklyn. Hey, I don't love you. Whoopsies!
What the fuck?
I am in love
Where
with
is it?
another. Who is this
There you
man?
go. Take
There
it.
you go.
Take it.
Literally me right now.
With another. Who is this man?
There you go.
Who is this man? Catbug's great. It's impressive I didn't try and determine that it didn't work. Yeah, it's exactly how I play Fire Emblem.
Do you know what 2D 3D is?
Like 2D, like...
Yeah, 2D 3D.
Is it like 2.5D or is it something different?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
I just sent you a video with rain in it, and it is 2D 3D. Kinda. Is that the right term, Serranos?
Do the amazing. Help save lives.
What do you mean
Donate
2D,
plasma today
3D?
at CSL
This is what I
Plasma.
mean. This is
次の
what I mean.
戦いではぜひ私も参加させてくださいね。
Oh, where like they take a bunch of 2D images and make them move independently so it looks 3D?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
But yeah.
This kind of freaks me out. This voice ain't fun.
Do you want me to send you the English
お役
version?
に立ってみせま
English version?
No. I don't
Oh,
think
it's
I would.
live 2D is what it's called. Okay. See, my bad.
Oh, I see. You
I
were
made
the
the
one who
mistake.
was wrong.
Here you go. There you go. That's the English version. You're welcome. Live 2D.
Live 2D. Live 2D till you die.
What the fuck? Is that
What do you
Bob?
mean, what the fuck? You don't know Live to Win and you watched all of South Park?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember that song at all.
How can you not
Put it on
remember?
Discord. All right, Alex, just for you.
Getting killed all the time. That guy again and stay killed to get up to sleep.
To win till you die.
That'd be great.
Live! Win!
Oh, the end of that episode where it's just like, what do we do now? Don't you get it? Now we can finally play the game.
Yeah, it's so real. He like me.
What kids, you maxed out your stats. The fuck do you mean you're gonna play the game now? There's nothing left. It's over.
Fuck you, Dolphin.
Fuck
Chicken and cow use dolphin and whale as scapegoat? Oh, some of that stuff is so stupid, but so funny.
That was a great episode.
The best part is just how they just come running in to like the beach, just start stabbing everything. Oh, I got red lights.
True.
All right, I'm feeling a lot better at the end of tonight on this on this level.
Oh yeah, you're going the distance.
Oh, she walks, she beef. There's like this weird like hump in every level where it's like if you make it this many rounds in, you're probably gonna make it.
True.
And I feel like I'm there.
I mean, you just gotta worry about Veda now.
Uh-oh.
Because like her reinforcements are kind of strong. She can kill them, but like there's still a lot of them. Oh shit. Hawkeye's berserked.
Yeah.
Run.
But he should go for these guys that are right in front of him, right?
Not necessarily.
They literally just sort of randomly pick.
I don't remember how they pick. I just know it's bad.
Okay.
Luckily, he doesn't have ranged weapons right now. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's used all of his of his hand axe, I think, at this point.
Just make Lynn hold a sword. That's true.
If I kill this guy, then he'll probably be free to come attack me. I'm going to heal Pent. That sounds like a good idea.
And then the roses attacked.
Is that these guys?
I don't know.
Oh, is that the flying ones? Are the flying ones the roses?
You don't want to move closer to her. She's going to attack you.
Okay, but she's the only one who can attack right now.
Yeah.
Let's do this real quick. And then... see how this goes.
Nice.
Oh, there's even more of them coming. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Well, why don't I just talk immediately with Hector? You said, wait, I've got to kill all of the wyvern backup first?
No, you can recruit her and then kill them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know if she's going to survive. Oh, there's a fucking archer. Yeah.
There's an archer there. Oh, well. I just saved recently.
True.
And I've got all that.
You're good. Call it.
Calling it. Tomorrow, Waifu Wednesday. We'll take a look at the top 10 list for anime, see how they're going. We'll have some more reviews, and I will be worn out and tired from removing Hedge. So
yep.
I will see you all then. Michael, it's been great. I'm kicking you now. Have a good night. Bloop. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will catch you all tomorrow for Waifu Wednesday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. I'll see you then. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Kampai, everybody.